God, what if Willie wants to come on?
Yeah, what if the dog wants to come in?
Oh, that's fine. That's better.
Are you guys ready to go live?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've been live.
Losers. For how long?
The whole time.
Hey, Danny, can you shut that door?
What's going on, everybody? It's Friday, and we have a very special lineup of cute boys here tonight. The band. Render the Rampage. Well, you didn't want me to say that?
I need everyone on this stream to know about Render the Rampage.
Okay.
Hey, we got a little
Render
in the shirt.
Render the Rampage is back.
Still fit.
High quality.
This guy.
High quality shirt.
If you zoom, if you just look closely, you see very tight on the muscles there. Right in the guns.
What's up? This is, as you know, the unit.
Delta Dan, aka the unit, aka just Daniel.
Just Daniel.
Yeah.
And
Payton Collier. Childhood forever.
Y'all heard a story or two about this gentleman.
I feel like a lot of people have heard some stories of Payton.
Yeah, are you guys using like code names or something, or do you use your real names?
What do you mean code name? Yeah, I'd never give my actual name.
I want everybody who's watching to add me on Facebook, right? Don't follow me on it, but just add me as a friend.
Add you as a friend?
I'm going to make some more friends off this thing.
No, I'm just kidding. We use our names. That way people can find us and stalk us and all sorts of things. We're going to find you.
Fine.
I mean, that's the thing. Here's the thing. People might actually have seen you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where at?
There are people who live in your area.
We got any Nashville folk? Anybody that lives in Nashville is probably not going to be hanging out where I work and play. But maybe people that travel, tourists that pop into the bars.
So what do you mean people don't go to where you go?
Well,
Why not?
like I work downtown, so you know the people that live there, they don't like to go downtown. It's all touristy. There's a lot of people down there. It's very expensive to park, and it's kind of cliche. It's super mainstream. It's so like people that live in Nashville are more likely to hang out in East Nashville.
So they don't go to where you work at. They're like, where do they say? Oh, it's too touristy. We're not going.
Yeah, it's kind of like people.
It ain't the cool place.
It's kind of like people in New York City going, "Yeah, I never go to Times Square."
That was a good impersonation.
I was just doing Peter Griffin. I was trying to get close to Peter Griffin.
Oh,
Dude, Trev, what is up, dude? Thanks for having us on.
I'm excited.
I can't. We have literally. You and I, honestly, I've known you longer than him.
Yes, I pretty much probably know you longer than anyone.
Yeah, first grade. You honestly, I met one person before I met you in my whole life. I'd never met anybody before that. You know who it was? Kyle Bragg.
Now we're just gonna start talking about all these people we grew up with, and everyone's like, "Who the heck was that guy?"
No. Just the one guy that I met before you. That's the only guy I bring up. Is the one guy that I met before you, and then it was you. And we were. By the time we were in first grade, second grade, running around in each other's backyards.
Playing Lord of the Rings.
Playing Lord of the Rings with invisible swords, killing invisible orcs.
Dude, you know what's funny? That I imagine we'll get to it once we start talking about the music. Us playing Lord of the Rings and stuff, that transitioned into, instead of playing Lord of the Rings, now we are writing songs that the lyrics are directly Lord of the Rings.
Every song.
And the song title is a name of a move on a Lord of the Rings game.
So you remember that?
Lord of the Rings LARPing predates, I think, my arrival in Arkansas.
You weren't even here.
Yeah.
We were
small children.
We were LARPing, and I don't think it's LARPing because it was invisible.
So it's not live action. It's just action.
It's invisible. So if it's invisible, you grow out of it. If you start buying swords, clinking swords together.
LARPing.
It's a little weird, but that was second grade for us.
Hey, don't knock it, man. I've almost bought a sword.
I've got a sword.
I'm thinking about getting one.
See?
I've got Aragorn's Strider sword.
No way.
Yeah.
The sword?
Not and a real Flame of the West, of course. Wouldn't that be silly? To assume I had that one.
Was it the one that was forged in the flames and reborn?
No. Not to be confused with the one that was forged in the flames and reborn, you see. But the first one, his ranger sword, the much more average looking,
Okay.
regular guy's sword. You have that sword. You don't have any swords?
No, I don't have a sword.
You have any weapons?
Yeah, there are weapons in this room.
I noticed. I saw
One over there too.
I saw the collection of butter knives on the wall.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to prison. What's up, everyone?
Dude,
Right.
drink.
It takes me a while. I have to have some opening conversation. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry to
So what are you guys drinking? I started with the content. What are you guys drinking? Long Branch. I figured, here's the thing, Payton, you don't drink whiskey the way we drink whiskey.
No. I'm not a little whiskey girl, as Toby Keith would say.
You said that?
You don't know his song "Whiskey Girl"? I drink. No, I like that. You know, I can't really take shots. Here's genetically, I was born with what's called a weak stomach.
So you can't just drink neat whiskey?
If it's iced down and watered down for a little while, it cools down
What
a
about-
little bit. I can drink it all night.
So you can't even do a shot? You can't even throw a shot back
I used to
without being like, I need something.
dude, when I was younger, when I was like 18, you know, I could drink, like Bacardi rum and Evan Williams whiskey all night long, wake up at 6 a.m. and go to work the next day and feel fine. But when I got to be about 23, I lost the ability to like binge drink liquor. But I can still do it if it's ice and watered down, but just my stomach will immediately reject.
See, I'm the same way with, well, not exactly. I'm not one of those people that can drink like 20 beers in a night.
No.
Like you can.
Only 20?
The thing is the beer, drinking beer like that, I start after 2 or 3, I'm like, man, I'm sleepy and I'm full.
Yeah.
Like I'm done. It's like a smaller quantity, so I can take it.
Well, you know,
I take it when it's small.
I have the rare luxury. I guess this is kind of like this for you, but I get to drink on the job, you know. So
That's true.
I have probably about 10 Coors Lights a night, and I found out this, and this is kind of a little bourbon, a little whiskey. There's some Jameson in here. I'm a big fan of. What do your people think about green tea shots?
Green tea
Green
shot?
tea. What? Explain that.
Green tea, like green tea shots.
That's the name of the shot. It's a green tea shot. It's got peach schnapps in it.
Starting off hot.
Jameson.
Okay.
And I believe the proper recipe is a little bit of sour mix and just topped off with a sprinkle of Sprite.
It's like
That sounds fine.
just like a shooter.
It's like a
Let me tell you, it's a real man's drink.
pickleback or something, but without pickle juice.
I like, you know, I can do it if I've like really eaten very healthily for several days, but I think because I drink so
Look at
much
that.
beer.
Look at this. Pickle Nick and Aaron. Green tea shots are delicious.
Thank you, Aaron.
So they know what
add me
that
on
is.
Facebook. We'll do some green tea shots together at Trevor's house.
Where are the Nashville folks at?
Yeah, where are the Nashville folks? Okay, this is a good question because Dan has the square glass. Fly Fisher, do you drink from the corner or the side of a square glass?
I've
That is
done
the
both.
most awkward
I've
glass.
done both in the past 10 minutes.
Which one feels better?
The side.
See, from the side though, I feel like it's just all
It
gonna
is weird.
spill
But
out
like,
on
I
me.
don't know. This corner just feels weird too.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, the corner's too. There's too much in my mouth,
Here's an
which is
interesting.
a shocking statement.
Here's an interesting addition that you don't realize how much you use your front teeth to keep a liquid in your mouth. Because you know I got my front teeth knocked out recently, and when I
I actually did not
I
know
want
that's
for
why you got new teeth.
Hey,
Oh,
what do you
really?
what do you want for Christmas?
a hippopotamus, obviously.
They my 2 front teeth.
I know, but there's also a song that says I want a hippopotamus.
Oh my god.
But Trev, I just want to say you do the live stream on YouTube every week, right? Every Friday, and I want to say
Friday crew, where you at? Everyone who's in here is the same people.
I love what you have built here. Super impressive. The first of any of my friends to do anything like a live show, an online format and stuff, and you know that you have all these friends online that keep up with what you're doing and that you're building a bourbon empire behind you. I just want to let you know I'm proud of you and I love you. It's been a privilege to know you all these years. Now goodbye forever.
Get out of my house.
Why would you say that?
Why'd you have to say that right now?
No,
Get it out of the way.
I did. And
Now I'm going to cry.
I love you. It's really a cool thing what you got going here. Comment cool if you think it's cool. No period or just cool. All lowercase, no spaces, cool.
Cool.
Cool what he's doing.
Oh my God. Hey, here's another thing. Where did it go? Where'd it go? I lost it.
Someone's talking about the rings of power.
Yes, right there. I don't have any swords, but I do have replicas of all the rings of power.
That's pretty sweet.
3 were given to the elves. 6 to the dwarf.
Okay, now that we've just gone there, what did you guys think of the new Rings of Power show?
Did you watch it? I didn't think you watched it.
I physically stopped. I could not watch it. I had to stop watching it.
It wasn't.
It's just I was like putting it on this pedestal of like this is a continuation, baby, and then it dropped me into the fires.
I don't really know as much about the lore as some people do. Nowadays, I kind of go into shows not really having expectations or not like, I'm going to just go in this with an open mind. I don't really care how it differs from any books or source material. There were some episodes where I was like, man, this is an absolute snooze fest. Hate it. There were a couple episodes that I really enjoyed. I thought the last episode was really cool. But overall, I think the general consensus was it was ass.
I really liked the episode of Rings of Power with Jack Black and Lizzo.
What?
I think you're talking about Star Wars. That was from Obi-Wan.
I know, that was good. No, the Rings of Power, I mean, here's the problem is I think that
Some people, Mark. Oh my
dang it, Mark. With the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, with what Peter Jackson did, and everybody that was involved was like 100% of their heart was invested in every. I mean, you've seen the behind the scenes.
Yes.
And so I think when you have that level of like global like organization and agreement and passion on a project, you just bring something to life great. And it seems that Amazon, they had great talented people working, but it was like budget fuel. They're like, here's $500 million to the best director and the best theater actors and stuff, but maybe not a cohesive passion. But then again, I don't know. It just, it doesn't feel like there was that heart behind it.
It's like the same thing. Like you even see that in sports. Like sometimes these teams form these super teams of like, they got the best players across the league. Mm-hmm. And then it just doesn't, it's not as cohesive as, let's say, Trevor's Browns.
Browns. Let's go. The Browns. We don't need the money.
The Cleveland
comes from
Browns?
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
Oh, Trev, I didn't know you like the Browns as your favorite football team.
Who was that?
I thought it was Cleveland. was it good or bad?
That was pretty good.
Sorry, me and my girl have been watching a bunch of Family Guy lately.
I could tell.
Yeah.
You've been hitting us with all the...
Oh, Trevor, I'm sure you could tell. It's supposed to be Joe, but the wheelchair guy?
Yes.
Joe. also Kronk in
right.
It was new. On our story, did we make it to Daniel coming into the picture?
No. When Dan came into the group?
Yeah, well, does anybody know just how good Daniel was at guitar when he was like 13 or 14 years old? He went from
I don't think
over the course of 2 weeks, he went from not being able to play a single note to better than Eddie Van Halen.
I would agree.
Shut up. You're exaggerating.
Yeah. No, it really did happen. But
I don't know.
Daniel and I, this is a true story of how Daniel and I became friends. We were in 6th grade in the class all year together, and we never spoke once until the last week of school. And we were allowed to have our iPods out. This is like, what, 2006?
Yeah, it was like, we were like on the floor in the corner, weren't we?
Yeah, you were on the floor in the corner, and so Daniel's got his iPod right, and I sit down, and I go, "Hey, what are you listening to?" And I put it in. You know what it is? Wow, 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 sweet child of mine.
So what? Then you were like, oh my God, this guy's awesome.
I mean, with the dad, Carry On.
No, it was that. And then we started talking about how we both like Guitar Hero. And then I wrote out the sheet music, the tabs, if there's any guitar players, the guitar tabs to Carry On Wayward Son. Comes back the next day, goes, I learned it, give me something else. That was the last time I was better than him at guitar. I'd been playing for a year and a half.
Yeah, but I also, from whenever my dad got me the guitar until like 11th grade, so like 5 years, I didn't go a day without playing guitar.
No.
Like I was obsessive about it.
What was always crazy to me was Dan's ability to hey, I'm going to learn the Master of Puppets guitar solo, and then the next week we'd go over there, he would have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then be like, what's next? Now I'm gonna learn this other, you would just play the guitar solo.
Well, that's how that was my method of learning, was I would learn so many of these songs that had different techniques that was the best way for me to practice and learn was oh, I don't really know how to do that type of lick. I'm gonna learn this solo, and then I learned how to do it pretty well, and then I would just keep moving on to more technical things.
There you go, Payton.
True trip.
He's going straight into it.
Hey, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Who's this? Imagine that.
That's Matt.
Listen, Matt, you can't. Matt, you can't cut the line.
You can't jump straight to that. But the answer is yes.
Hey, you don't turn on The Dark Knight and skip straight to the part where he's going.
What part is that?
I honestly panicked and forgot every line in the movie. I was gonna quote something, but I do love the part, where he says to Rachel, they're in the middle of the ballroom, and he says to her, he goes, "Oh, a little fight in you. I like that." And then out of nowhere, Batman's behind him and goes, "Then you're gonna love me." And I always think,
so he just turned that on. How did we get to this point?
Okay, we got distracted by
Dan's ability to play guitar. Robbie, when I started learning guitar, Dan was always a person that I would look at and go, if he can do it, then so can I.
Hey, Robbie, at this point, Robbie is 50 times better than I am. That guy,
Robbie,
he's goated.
He's a 50 times better person than you are. He's a great guy. We love Robbie.
Hey, I can't really argue with that.
Robbie's just better than you in every way.
I can't argue with that. He's goated.
Yeah, the original band, this is a recycled shirt. The original band name was Robbie to Robbie. And it was just the first album cover was Robbie looking in a mirror. Surely they know Robbie, right? He's been on it.
Yeah, Robbie's been on here.
Yeah.
He's been on here a couple times, I feel like.
Oh,
what's up, Michael?
So we were talking about Dan playing guitar, and then does your audience also know how good of a drummer you are?
I've shown video, done little drum videos and posted it on my Patreon people, so they've seen it. I've definitely always challenged. There's another YouTuber, everyone, Jason Mashing Drum. I will take him on anytime. I always tell him that. We haven't done it though. But he's a drummer, and
who was it? You that brought Trevor into the fold?
I found out late. You kept it a secret for all these years. You had this trailer behind your parents' house, and it was a window AC unit and a drum kit.
Yep.
Looked kind of like a serial killer's lair.
Yeah.
It's big metal posters on the wall, and I remember. The first time going over there was probably the first time I saw you play, and you had the double bass pedal. I'd never seen anything like it at that age. I didn't know anybody that could do more than just a straight beat. That's what everybody else in school was doing. You were doing the double bass and very impressive at that time.
All I wanted to do, and that was part of the only way I ever got better at drums, was because I was like, all I want to do is play fast. I went straight to wanting to play Blackened.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do I play that?
Well, what got you to pick up the kit? Was it metal music or something?
I don't really remember why I even got a drum set. It was literally I bought one. I think it was because Dylan had a guitar and was playing around. And I was like, if I had a drum set, we'd be like a band. So I just my mom bought me a drum set. Then after that, I was just like, well, I have this drum set. I guess I need to start playing it. And then
You're like,
It just evolved.
if Dylan can do that, so can I.
There was no thought process into it really, other than
Isn't it interesting though that like so many bands, you know, I started out playing guitar and writing songs. Then I meet Daniel, he's playing guitar, and then you come in, you've been a longtime friend of mine, you're playing drums, and we've got 3 talented musicians. And what do? Ask our friend to play bass.
that's how I got.
We didn't ask. We said, buddy, buy a bass.
Yeah.
This is how I got into the fold, though, is because you guys were already kind of playing guitar together, just jamming or whatever. And then Dylan brought me into the lunch table fold. You guys always we sat in that corner of
The Star Crunch Boys.
Yes. And then after that, they were like, hey, well, I was like, I listened to some Metallica. Because that's your thing. It's like, you listen to Metallica?
Metallica was everything.
And
then that's really what brought us together more than anything. Daniel and I had a strong friendship, and then we had this idea of starting the band, but our mutual love of Metallica made us, we dove all in.
If obsession is a right word, then I would say it was double that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all we listened to.
Dub session.
Dubs.
We
would literally
need some more, dude?
Yeah, I do.
we're done with this. We're done with this. Moving on. What should we drink?
I will drink the first thing someone says.
So I already know what they're going to say.
You got it.
Long branch.
No, it has to be a good whiskey.
It has to be good because someone's
to be
going to say
whiskey.
Malort.
Come on, Robbie. No, it has. Well, I guess technically it's a whiskey, huh?
No, we're not going
Give
there.
me legit whiskey.
Kevin wants you to do Stag Juniors.
Trying to kill me.
You want to go high proof?
I'll let Trevor pick which one they're saying.
They said the first actual good whiskey was Stag Junior.
Give me a little sip of it.
You good?
Give me
Yeah.
one of those. Give me the Glen.
Let's see. Dan's going straight.
Stag. I'm just tasting. I'm not getting a full pour here.
Stag, like the brand of your first Les Paul.
Was that your first
Hey,
guitar?
Remember that red one? That
No,
fairly
that wasn't
sunburst?
That wasn't my first.
Oh, that like the
It was the knockoff.
kinda
Les Paul.
orangey.
Yeah,
Orange and
orange.
orange and red.
Yeah.
I remember
Beautiful
that.
guitar. I was always a knockoff kid.
Can I share
got
the drum
never got the
videos?
good stuff.
Matt, you can put the drum videos in a link. Yeah, I don't care. He has access to them. Is that bubble back?
Matt, we want to see you play drums. If we could stream you in and watch you play.
No, he's saying he has the links to the videos that I have posted.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that would be sweet. Watch that for reference to see how good Trevor is at drums. Great.
Which literally I just set up my camera and dubbed in the music afterwards.
So it was Fly Fisher. Someone said, how many guitars does Dan have? Funny you should ask.
Well,
What do you mean, who is Fly Fisher? He's a legend.
I only had about 2, but my wife inherited my father-in-law's guitar collection, and they're very nice guitars. Me and Payton had a little jam session earlier. It was great. What is it, like 7, 8?
Got a bunch of guitars.
I forgot. I keep forgetting that because I know you.
Oh,
He got nothing but the best.
I really like this. So do we have fans? Oh, 131 proof.
Robbie has a lot of guitars.
Do we have fans in the chat of the Stag, I presume?
The Stag is
Now, I really want to point something out here before you take it. I guess they can see it here. I don't know if it's out of... where's about folks?
They know what it looks like.
They know what it looks like.
They know what that is.
A minimalist design. I mean, all the things that are I'm a minimal design guy. I see a pair of antlers and I go, that's
it.
That's for me.
You don't like the Oompa Loompa?
That's a pick sticker.
I know.
I'm trying to think of another one.
I have 3 guitars and I think one doesn't work.
1792. No, that was a terrible year for our country. I don't like.
What happened in that year?
Makers Mark. I've never. You're a big Makers guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. I will say though.
I've never been able to drink this stuff.
I know, but look, you say minimalist design.
That's
Minimalist.
That's pretty minimalist, right?
And
there.
look at that.
Oh, it's pretty minimalist except for the copious amounts of blood-colored candle wax.
You only have 3, Robbie? I thought you had more. Did you sell some?
Whatever happened?
This stag.
Whatever happened to your? Yeah, let us know what you think of it.
Robbie has this guitar that has no headstock. And
I hate those
trips
guitars.
me out, man.
He loves them. I hate that. I hate the way they look.
I think anyone that has a guitar without a headstock should be executed.
Robbie.
You heard it from here. You heard it here first, Robbie.
Robbie.
I'm trying to keep up. I haven't been reading y'all's chat.
Oh, I see. Robbie says, Payton, I'm still working on Fireflies. I promise. Robbie.
Didn't he promise you that like 8 years ago?
Ain't gonna happen.
It was probably 3 years ago or so. He's like, he posted a story on Instagram of him like tapping. I said,
Dad,
He teased us.
I like a little Fireflies.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I've been like listening to that song a lot recently.
It's a great song.
It's a great.
What would happen if you actually saw 10 million fireflies? What would you do?
Pass out.
I would not believe my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
World is
All right, let me get into this stag here.
Get in your stack, but I got another question for you. Whatever happened to, like, what was that? The Truckster?
I got that. It's hanging up.
The James Hetfield?
Yep.
But that wasn't, like, was it the Truckster? Or
No.
didn't he have, like, a legit one that was like, yo, it's 20,000?
No.
What was that guitar?
No, I have the LTD. The real brand is ESP.
So you had Poor Man.
It's like it's like Epiphone to Gibson. It's like, yeah, it wasn't the name brand.
So it's
But
like
it was
the knock-
designed.
Yes.
And I actually got it signed by Mark Tremonti, who is the
Who has nothing to do with the guitar.
No,
That's what I'm saying. I would hate to have someone else's signature
what am I
on.
gonna do?
Have them sign your skin
You know,
and then get it tattooed.
I would hate to have whose signature I'd hate to have on that guitar. James Hetfield's or anyone's, because signatures are horrible. I don't believe. Who cares? You ever got anything signed and cared about it more later? Like, oh, dude, a guy that I admire took a Sharpie to that.
Nope.
Hey.
I will say I caught James Hetfield's pick at the concert,
Now that's cool.
and it was pure destiny.
Yeah.
It flew right over my head, and then I missed it, and I'm like, oh no! And then everyone reached for it, and it launched back in front of me. And then, dude, I dove on it, and then the rest of the night, I wouldn't even put it in my pocket. I like just squeezed it in my palm.
Yeah.
Rest of my night. But I haven't looked at that pic since.
Yeah. Trev killed a guy with that fist. The guy in his way. Pick.
Did he sign your pic? He had
Do you
tiny
remember? Do
little stenciled.
you remember when we played? So you know how schools they'll have like each semester they'll have like incentive parties for like the kids who didn't miss a whole lot of school, got A's and B's.
Yeah.
So
Overseas.
they had our band play music at the incentive party. And what's funny is like none of us qualified to even go to that.
No.
But after we played that, we were like, they had raffle prizes. We were like raffling off like drumsticks and pig, and like our teachers were just like disgusted with us,
Dude,
because they're like, that is so egotistical. And like, dude, we're like 14.
Where we were God.
what do you mean? Like, we're kids having fun, and the kids were getting into it. Remember that kid
Oh, yeah.
sprinting
Oh yeah.
during Freebird?
You remember a certain person whose initials are JB?
Yeah.
He was just standing watching like this the whole time. And all the other kids were like running around playing, and he's just like,
He was moving. He was moving.
This is the best freaking thing I've ever seen. Do you remember we
best friend in first grade.
out of that day? Everyone was going to class.
Yeah,
we didn't. We were in there eating
They threw us
pizza.
a party. Yeah. We felt like rock stars.
We didn't go to school though. We didn't go to class the last 2 weeks of school.
No, we were after that. We were
That's
in
when
school.
That's when I started developing like delusions.
No, a grader.
Yeah.
Nobody. Monty was Creed's guitarist. Was he really?
Well, I just
Yeah, he was
heard
Creed's guitarist. Then he
the
was
news
Ultra Creed.
today.
He's actually sick.
Is he going back for their little
Yeah, he's playing
reunion?
with Creed. Robbie's going to see them.
They're coming to Arkansas.
Maybe we need to go.
Yes, Robbie got the Miss class as well.
I literally only know those two
Wasn't
songs.
in the band. Robbie, you sat behind me and Dan, and
You and Robbie go back.
Robbie.
Yeah, you missed it. Robbie actually said he knew Payton before any of us, even me.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm related to Robbie. I'm Robbie's father, his biological father.
Really?
Yes.
I see the resemblance. Do you know what we missed? An opportunity. Metallica has a bourbon or a whiskey called Blackened.
Yes,
And I don't have it.
And do you know how they do it? They like put it. They'll have barrels that they blast a certain song to it. And
They blast a playlist of songs, and then when you buy the bottle, it'll be like
you got the Blackened
number whatever, and you can scan that number, and it will tell you what songs they played into the barrel. Supposedly the sound vibrations, the sound vibrations,
pure gimmick.
make it interactive.
Wait, shh. No. Oh, I got Inner Sandman.
What's it taste like?
You got Inner Sandman?
Yeah,
I've been wanting that one forever.
Yeah, I didn't.
Do you think there's songs they don't play though, like Invisible Kid?
They definitely don't play anything.
you get the Blackened barrel, and it just says
you get the Blackened.
I'm trying to think of
You get the Blackened, and it's just shattered into pieces, just broken.
I'm thinking you get the Blackened, and it's just literally. Oh God, what is that? The other one that not Invisible Kid.
Dirty Window. Is it off that album?
You can't just say what's the other one.
No, we're talking about Saint Anger, of course.
Some kind of monster.
Robbie would know. No, that's not
Sweet
a
Amber.
I'm picturing a really bad one.
Oh, I remember what it is. It's
Dirty
which
Window.
I actually kind of like the sound of the song, but just this lyric. It's sorry for the wait, everybody.
Don't tell me it's the Kirk.
Frantic. My lifestyle determines my death style. A rising tide that pushes to the other side.
And at the end, on the back of the bottle, it just says, it's frantic on repeat. The whole lifestyle. Or the whole lifetime of that.
Has anyone in the chat had Metallica's whiskey? And if so,
Some people have had to have Blackened. And the thing is that it's not only, it's gimmicky, yeah. But that brand, they are developing like, it's not just that one anymore. They have really started expanding.
Name or the brand that makes Blackened.
so typically
The Blackened, it'll be Blackened, but then it'll be, they'll come out with a new bottle and it will be finished in some sort of wine or something like. So they're really adding to the portfolio. It's not just Blackened.
Bubble Bath Blackened is all right. So I imagine most celebrity whiskeys, like the whiskey itself is probably good. The problem is just they're always overpriced, like tremendous.
Yeah, because they're trying. Well, here's the thing: are they good? Yeah, they're. I feel like most celebrities, anything alcohols, good. Yes, they're never great. I feel like they just get good enough, and then I'm gonna take my name and put it on it, and I can charge $30 more. So we should be $20.
How did you feel about the Eric Church whiskey?
It's actually really freaking good, and
That's my next.
it's also
That's my next.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
also
doing same size pour. Sorry,
it's also pretty expensive.
it's like $200.
But the thing is what I liked about him, I get it because it's gonna be expensive for what it is, but at least they tried to make it good. They didn't just take some bull crap, you know? I feel like a lot of guys are just like, give me your cheapest stuff and then I'm gonna mark it up and call it good. They actually put some thought into it, so I appreciated it.
This is sick.
I still don't think it's a $200 bottle, but
The
it's
cork is sick.
Can I give it a sniff test?
you can do whatever you want with it.
Eric Church and I work in the same field of
You know him?
No, we just both play.
What do you think about that? I love this bottle. That's freaking sick.
I like the anything that's ingrained.
Hazmat. They wanted you to do hazmat. Too bad.
Come on, guys. I just had to stack. Let me taste
Eat more shrooms. Good evening. What's up, Baker?
I'm gonna
catch
be
up a little
honest. This kind of smells like. Hang on, I'm not being funny here. I'm not doing a bit. I don't know why. I've never smelled anything like this. Tell me if this happens to you, Dan. I put my nose to it and I start sniffing it, and nothing comes in for a sec, and then like 2 seconds later, it starts traveling in like a slow skunk.
Never
A slow skunk? What's up, David
It
Goldman?
kind of smells like a rotten strawberry. Daniel, what do you think about this, brother?
Rotten strawberry.
How do you feel about Long Branch, Matthew McConaughey's technically? Have you had that?
That's what we're.
That's what we just drank.
Oh, I didn't know the name of it.
I'll tell you.
I liked
what.
it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. This wasn't his. They just hired him as what was that position they gave him? It was like
Speaker of the.
creative marketer
House.
or something. It was something
I
stupid.
can't
You know,
smell it
something.
at all.
I know but no, it'll smell for a while and then it will seep in. Trust me. Let it seep.
Well, yeah,
Let it
I've
seep.
also had
Tell
some
'em to let
pretty
it seep.
bad.
Let it seep,
I've
dude.
had some pretty bad congestion, so I don't know.
That's why you need to let it seep.
It's gonna come in. Did it come in? Did it seep?
Wait, Chandler's on?
I don't know.
Nerd.
I'm still way up here. I'm catching up with
Catch
people,
up.
you know. Trying to read. Whiskey Saint, what's up, Darrell? My Blacken sounds like Miley Cyrus. What does that mean? Oh wait, didn't they do something? Miley Cyrus covered that Metallic song in his freaking.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
Was that it was terrible?
I don't think it
There was
terrible.
one that's terrible. Someone covered it.
Can
It
we
was terrible.
just talk about Miley Cyrus?
I feel like
Do
Nothing
you
Else
have an
Matters is a
opinion?
bad
Sure.
song to cover.
Do you have an opinion about her? What do you think?
I think she's amazing.
I'd hang out with her. Look at this.
Hang out with her.
Oh, that's a coin.
Yeah, I forgot.
That's pretty cool.
The dude who blended
she's
this told me
amazing,
about
huh?
it. Hitting
Yeah.
it.
Really?
I mean, I like her music.
You don't like her?
I think she's pretty great. I really do. Sometimes
I mean, she can get a little cuckoo.
I don't even think that. I think she's seems like she's turned out all right after being a child star. Like Hannah Montana and everything.
Yeah.
I do remember
Unlike Amanda Bynes.
when I'm like a few years younger than her. So when Hannah Montana was airing, I remember thinking that was like the prettiest girl I'd ever seen. You know,
What's up, Ben?
that age. But
Callaway.
I like the long hair though.
Is
Yeah,
Payton a
you know
wall?
what?
Ooh, this
Yeah,
is gonna
I want to
open.
get into this.
This is gonna open up something that I want to talk about. Hold on, let me catch up, and I'll remember it. Cool Running, what's up? Good to see you. Jerry, Born Black, Slipknot, number 9. Slipknot has a whiskey too.
Slipknot. I'm a world before I am a man.
Hey,
Hi.
sick song.
Yeah,
Sick
it is a
band.
great song. I just love that. Are we going through this mic or like a mic?
This one.
I guess they can hear me.
They can hear you.
They're like, yeah, we haven't listened to Dan at all. I just
Right.
kind of hit it. I don't know. You kind of disappears right in front of you.
Just put it in front of
Yeah,
me.
just put it in front of me. Disappears.
Oh, you can't even tell. Here, I think we should do it like this.
Christine said this conversation is making her realize how old she is.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but Christine, it's time to grow up and feel youthful again, baby.
Yeah.
Let that youth pump through your veins. That's what I'm trying to do.
I liked
With
the
a little bit of
I don't know if
love.
you guys knew this, but this guy is 43.
Hey, funny story. This guy,
What were they?
there was you remember that radio host, the woman that she was convinced you were an older man.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
This is a true story. Yeah, it was a 100.3 The Edge.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, Little Rock, Arkansas's hard rock station. And I was
Okay, I would take the hard out of it.
Yeah, it's like Breaking Bad.
They call it hard rock. And
It
they're
used to be.
they're like 100.3 butt rock.
It's just any rock that's not
Okay.
classic.
Yeah, three Days Grace and stuff back then was like hard rock.
Yeah, I guess.
They would play like Seether, stuff like that.
They don't sleep on the cedar.
The Slither.
Anyway, so I was doing landscaping at this company in Little Rock. It was this big campus, and every day at lunch,
This is
I'd
really
call
good.
into the radio station and request stuff, and I would try to make my voice sound deeper, and I'd be like, "Hey, I'd like to request Invisible Kid."
No, but it was like your vocals on our songs. They were so like deep and raspy. You did not sound like a 15-year-old.
No.
Well, yeah, but I was just.
I
was
have those
just like,
songs. We'll play them. We get 100 likes tonight. We're playing one of the songs, and we're gonna
Gotta be
live.
Cliff Justice.
We're gonna live react
have
to
they
it,
ever heard it?
and we're gonna drink Malort.
Oh,
Have they ever heard a little Robbie to Robbie?
Some of them have. Some of them have. Not all of them. But we got to get on up there. That's what happens. We get to 100. We take a shot of Malort. And we play the song.
I think this either guy, I don't know what his name is, but I think he's great.
Aaron Lewis.
Singer?
There's so many bands, dude,
No, I
that I
forgot what his
think,
name
but I really do, I think Nickelback is the best of them all. And I never,
They
ever
are the
joined-
biggest butt rock, like the best butt rock.
yeah. And I never joined the hate train ever once. I actually went to see them in August. And, other than Bailey Zimmerman showing up to sing Rockstar, I don't know if you guys know that piece of shit, that Bailey Zimmerman, but other than him showing up, it was a great concert. That Chad Kruger is as good as who is in our thumbnail. If you,
And he was not photoshopped into that photo. He was with us.
that's what they took for the music video. Chad in that photo was our thumbnail.
Yeah, Nickelback, like, I wouldn't say I fully joined the hate train back in the day. I would make a couple jokes here and there, but, like, you know, it was like that meme where it was like the meme nowadays where it's like, oh, you're listening to Nickelback, turn that shit off. And then he, like, ducks behind and starts singing.
But no, I don't know how old most of the people in the chat are. I'm 28 now. When I was in when I was in 6th grade, Nickelback was like the bad, like fucking. That's what you listen to if you're a badass dude. You know, was listening to Nickelback. I'm driving back on black. Just got my license back. I got this, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm gonna go speeding.
I wasn't really a fan of those songs.
You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna go kiss a girl on the playground.
Dude, honestly, it made me feel like I was a bad little kid.
I was a bad guy.
I was always more of the saving me if everyone cared.
Yeah, those are great.
No,
Saving
like
me.
mine was Side of a Bullet.
Well, that's their worst song.
Hey, I think
That song goes hard.
I think to this day, as of today, my favorite Nickelback song is "Good Times Gone."
What is that?
Yeah.
That must be a new one.
Dude, I wish you were with me in 5th grade when I was
Dude.
listening to that song on my iPod Nano, my iPod Shuffle every day going, please land on Good Times Gone. Please land on Good Times Gone.
That one, dude. That one sounds great.
You remember the Shuffle?
Yeah, no, I don't remember the song though.
As if you can't just select it.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. Remember the first iPod Shuffle, you could not select anything. It was called a shuffle. You had to either shake it to shuffle or hit next to go to the next song. There wasn't a screen.
Aaron Pierce might be one of our actual friends or
Dude,
something because he was hitting bangers. It's been a while.
Dude, this is one of the
We're
most.
gonna pull the guitar out of the end of the stream.
This is one of the most unique.
110 likes will pull up.
This is one of the most unique whiskeys I've ever had.
It is. It's definitely
The
different.
aftertaste, like that comes after, is insane. Now, I wouldn't pay that much for it.
No, I think they missed the mark.
I would legitimately pay like $80 for that.
Hey, wait a sec.
This is probably the most expensive. Or just tipped it over. How nervous were you? Probably the most expensive whiskey you've ever tried.
I gotta say, I don't know who, if all your people that are on tonight saw that interview you did with, what was his name?
Ari.
Now that was a good show.
That was probably-
I watched like an hour of that.
And we went for like 3+ hours.
Well, it's
it
funny
was
'cause we're gonna go for
such
8
a
hours
good show.
Gypsy is 115 proof. Fly Fisher.
The way
You know-
he spoke about like what went into making that made me. I was like, dude, he straight up almost convinced me, like I'm going to buy another one.
Do you know
Dude, was
any
good.
of the church's music?
I know some of the songs, especially when they reached out to me. I'm like, shoot, I'm not listening to dang Eric Church.
Were you
But
like,
then I looked him up and I was like, oh, I know that song.
all you gotta do is put a drink in my
Yes.
hand.
So I think that it was like I didn't realize those songs were Eric Church. I knew them, and I was like, "Oh, that's Eric Church."
I don't know anything about country.
We're going back right now to this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I gotta.
What are your thoughts?
This chat over here on the left is this one.
I'm scrolling up and down. This is the bottom.
This is
These
what's
are all the newest.
This is what's actually happening in real time, right?
Yes, and I'm scrolling all over the place. So anything that pops up here is the new one.
So, are you a fan of
Yes, Joe, I did too. Joe, the sample guy. I also loved that interview with Ari, and I'm about to try Gypsy for the. That's what this is called. Yeah.
Hey, take a sip of Gypsy and then answer the question of your fandom of Morgan Wallen.
Okay. Wow, really hit me with a curveball there. I was gonna say, in comparison to what I was saying about Lord of the Rings earlier.
Okay.
That's how about Peter Jackson making Lord of the Rings. That's how I feel about Ari making the Gypsy.
Yes.
Like
he actually cared, like the heart.
Passion and care. So Morgan Wallen, huh?
Someone asked. Someone
what you think? Thoughts?
Okay.
Someone in the industry.
Well, someone's gotta know. So like I'm not aspiring, but I'm working as an independent country artist, but for a full-time living, I play on Broadway in Nashville, which means I play cover songs 5 nights a week from 10 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. when the bars close, which means I constantly have girls in pink cowboy hats and bachelorette parties come out to me and requesting Morgan Wallen and Bailey Zimmerman and Hardy and these guys like this. And here's the thing. I think all these guys, except Bailey Zimmerman, not good. I think all of these guys are talented people. It's just not country music. Like Morgan Wallen is great, you know, but his songs to me sound more like Nelly's If You Want to Go and Take a Ride with Me.
But with a country twang to it.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
Morgan Wallen could release a song tomorrow that's like, if you want to go and take a ride with me, 3-1 in the fall with a gold day, so why must I feel this way?
Hundreds of millions.
Hey,
oh my God, he just spoke to me.
I was singing it and doing an impression, and I kind of started bopping my head a little bit. I go, this is pretty good.
There will always be a place, you know, for those musicians.
It's called hell.
I'm sorry. I was raised on this music. This is the first stuff I loved before classic rock, but I love the sounds of the steel guitar and the fiddle and the harmonies and the production of country music, like George Strait and Alan Jackson types. I mean, you've heard me go on drunken rants about Alan Jackson before.
Oh no, I know.
You know,
we went. I don't know. I hardly remember much about Austin.
We can talk about that, dude.
Aaron, we'll talk about that later.
Aaron Pierce says, what about Cody Jinks? Did
Cody Jinks, Aaron
did you interview him?
Where's Cody?
Who? Cody Jinks?
Cody Jinks I'm not
Is he
kidding.
the guitar one?
No.
Okay.
That's Brent Mason.
No. The really fast technical, like I described him as like Eric Johnson of country.
That's
what up, man? It's Bourbon.
That was Andy Wood.
Anyway, no, to answer what's that guy's question, Aaron, our friend Aaron. Aaron, it's funny you ask about Cody Jinks because I got to tell you this. My favorite artist alive right now
is Cody Jinks.
Yeah, you do like him. What was his song you sent me?
Oh,
I've never heard of Cody Jinks.
I've sent you 10 to 12 over the years.
What's his popular one? I've listened to him. But...
Well, what's interesting is Cody Jinks is like the only independent country artist ever who's not signed to a record label that signed a radio deal. His song Loud and Heavy, 8 years after it came out in 2015, and it got promoted to country radio, and he like cleared a deal. But I don't want to get too lost in it, but Cody Jinks is the beacon of light in independent country music, and he's not doing that. You know what I really don't like is that yodely, howly, woodsy thing. Oh, fast strumming. I've been selling my soul, working all day, hard time hours, cosmic brownies, fun.
Dude, you sound just like him.
I know, dude.
Are you him?
God, if you're 5'3", 300 pounds, taxes, pay, fudge, rounds.
I hate you.
I hate you, man.
Oh, Jesus. What I see now, I highlighted it. George Jones. He died. I only know that because I know a Hardy song. He said ever since he died, country ain't been the same.
You like Hardy?
Yeah.
Listen to me. Are you listening to Morgan Wallen behind my back?
Hey, Trevor's a Morgan Wallen.
I might know a song or
he's a 30. Hey, biggest red flag, dropping an album with 30 songs?
Yes.
42.
Unacceptable.
I had an anxiety attack the night that happened.
Unacceptable.
My girlfriend, she literally walks in and
You ready to listen to Morgan's new album?
no,
Hope you have 8
she
hours.
walks in. I'm on the bed. I'm staring at the ceiling like this. She's like, "Baby, what's happened?" I go, 42. She goes, 42. What? What's wrong? She goes, "Are you thinking about Jackie Robinson, the first
That's what I was just thinking of.
African American player in Major League Baseball? Or are you thinking about freaking Morgan Wallen's new album?" I go, 40. And I go, "This represents
Dude.
that the computers have completely taken over country music."
There's no reason. Here's the thing. Every one of his albums have doubled each other. It's like the first one was like 12, the next album was 24.
They're cranking,
Now he's 42.
they're cranking them out like
One
it's a
album?
factory. They're not caressing the songwriting experience there.
We should take a shot every time he repeats a line.
Let me
Because he
tell
will
you.
repeat a line about a Chevrolet or cloud of dust. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like he says cloud of dust in about
Pulled out my Chevy in a cloud of dust rolling. Now I'm riding in my Chevy. Got that cloud of dust come down. All right.
Payton is my new favorite person.
Got me thinking about
Dude, Aaron, I'm about to go find you on Facebook.
The original?
the original.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's what I want people to know about the country music industry. Morgan Wallen, do you know how you make 42 songs? It's by working your ass off as an artist with your acoustic guitar every day in your house, singing your heart out with no help till you got 42 songs.
That's not at all what it is. What it is you got a team of 42 people.
Exactly.
And they show up and say, "Hey, we got some songs. Sing these lines."
Yeah,
and
and
then he
then-
goes in there like,
And Morgan Wallen shows up, Johnny's like, "Fed me overnight, and let me read it." And then he goes, "Some man wait to kiss me," and then he's like, "Let's hear that back." And then they put the auto tune on, and guess what? They've got another 500 million stream banger. Think of it like this: the factories that are making songs for people like Morgan Wallen and Jelly's Roll, and
"That's a person."
Jelly Roll.
Oh.
Don't even get me started on Jelly Roll. But the people that are making the song, it's a factory. It's analogous to Henry Ford's assembly line when they started making cheap trucks that everybody could drive back in the day. That's what these songs are: cheap trucks that everybody can drive.
Look, Jake Miller, my cousin, is the vice president of the distribution label Morgan's signed to. Here's another thing that should go
Okay,
ahead.
then Jake, am I wrong? That's how they're making songs.
No,
I know that.
but it should also go to like point proven. You look at Hardy. You look at who he is a songwriter.
Hardy's a great writer.
He
really
writes half a dang Morgan Wallen songs himself. Half of his big hits came from Hardy. So, but then again, does he write all of his songs though? So he writes songs, but then he still has people writing his songs too.
Hardy is a lot busier as a writer.
For other people to care about his.
Well, he's a cool.
more
I mean,
money.
Hardy is like he's doing a really cool thing. It's a really niche thing. The only thing I don't like is like when you listen to Hardy's original music, it sounds like A Day to Remember, but they call it country. And I'm like, if I'm going to hear music that sounds like that, if I want to hear brutal shit with heavy drops and loud guitars and great,
Then I'm going to put on A Day to
I'm going to
Remember.
put on Homesick by A Day to Remember. That's
The greatest, one of the greatest metal albums of all time.
But at the end of the day, I try to tell myself, a lot of people love his music, love the songs. And at the end of the day, it's music. It's a subjective art form. And if people are listening to it, it's working.
Yeah.
it's great. I mean, but my point is
And
just kind of
not to Morgan Wallen's put out some bangers.
yeah.
And I'm a big Whiskey Glasses fan.
He sings a great karaoke Whiskey Glasses. But what I'll say, just
We're gonna save when
Enough with that.
here, hold on. This is what we're gonna do.
This
This is what we're gonna do. Because Matt Janot brought up a good point earlier. At the end of this show, we're ending the live stream and we're pulling up a exclusive live stream, the Patreon only live stream, and we will be There are no rules over there.
Nitty gritty.
And then, because here's the thing, YouTube will listen when we karaoke whiskey glasses. When Dan does that, YouTube listens, and they're like, "Oh, you can sing a song."
Play it. And he don't need to karaoke it.
Yeah,
but yeah, we are
That's
doing
what we're doing.
Patreon. And anybody who doesn't go there is a loser. Listen, I want to say, Jake brought up this. I wanted to close off on this Morgan Wallen thing. I think these guys are all talented guys. I don't have any problem with them. But what I do just care about is genre preservation. You know, guys like Morgan Wallen and Hardy walking up and getting Entertainer of the Year at the CMT or CMA Awards is the same thing as like if like Frank Sinatra won Singer of the Year at the BET Awards. You know, it's just a different genre. And so like what made country music great was generations and generations of people picking on their front porches and getting great at their instruments and their fills and stuff that turned into great produced music. And it lived alive for a long time in Nashville and the Grand Ole Opry. But in about the mid 2000s, when Florida Georgia Line and the electronics took over. So I just wanted to say in closing to Jake, because he said his brother is vice president at the thing. What they're doing is fine. It's a machine, and tons of people love it, and there's a place for it, and there's a very big world, you know. But me, as you know, my new guy Aaron will understand. I like more of the raw sound, more of the people playing the steel guitars and the instruments, and less of the computers. But closing statement. Interestingly enough, the guy who produces Morgan Wallen's songs and all of the Big Machine artists or Big Loud. I can't get those two mixed. I think it's Big Loud, actually. Is Joey Moy, who produced all of Nickelback's album before Dark Horse.
really.
Yeah, Joey Moy produced Silver Side Up, The Long Road, and All the Right Reasons. And he made that band famous.
AKA the best album.
He made that band famous.
Here's another thing to that, too.
It was Chad's voice at the end.
The issue is like, people like me, I don't listen. When I say I listen to country music, I'm literally saying I like Hardy's album and I like Morgan Wallen stuff. Because I think it's because it isn't country is why I like it.
Right,
to me,
like
it's
rock.
like it's rock pop with
It's versatile.
we're in Arkansas. You go to freaking Dollar General, people talk like this and it's a normal thing.
It's versatile.
So
yeah.
it's not country to me. I highlighted one for you because I don't know who this is at all. And it's got to be him.
So how do you feel about Jack White and the Raconteurs? Are they closer or farther away to classic country? I think it's about as far away as possible. I mean, Jack is a big fan of country music, and I know he lives in Nashville, and he has a record store there, or record label that he owns, I believe, or something. I'm a big fan of Jack White, you know, and these guys got to know I'm not just like a country music snob. I love everything from Bullet for My Valentine to The Strokes to Stephen Sondheim Broadway show tunes to Disney songs. You know, I'll do a little Mulan, Let's Get Down to Business to Defeat the Huns. You know a little Let's Get Down to Business to Defeat the Huns.
I think about defeating the Huns often.
And then next thing I ask is, did they send my daughters when I asked for sons?
Don't get me started, Wilmington Piper. What about the Eagles? Borderline country.
Yeah, they're the greatest American band of all time.
But are they borderline country? Is that what he
I
said?
would describe a lot of
Eagles-
their stuff as borderline country. Yeah.
Eagles are genuine Southern rock. I think Southern rock gets kind of grouped into the Lynyrd Skynyrd sound because of like the guitars. But the Eagles are the American Beatles. They're the American Beatles. The
Pre
Huns-
Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
Like Joe Walsh gave him that edge.
Yeah, like Take It Easy and stuff. You hear a lot of banjo in that. Looks like are you guys telling your friends to get on the chat? We're only at 59 likes. What did we say? 100 likes? Are we going to do what? Shave Dan's head?
Yes. So we're only at 60 likes right now. Something that we're going to sit here.
60 likes.
If you're watching the stream and you haven't liked, you
Then
should be
you-
executed.
Then
That's what I'm.
you are Morgan Wallen.
No, I like all these guys. Did Jake ever have a closing response to my big Morgan Wallen rant? Because
Can't offend my music tastes. I still like the Used and All Time Low as my top bands.
yeah.
Gene says genre preservation. Yes, amen.
Joe, I missed this. I hope Joe's still on. He said Mac McAnally is the man. Yes, Mac McAnally is the man. All the songwriters, all the true poets of country
We got you,
music,
Robbie.
those people are the Those are the guys.
Dead Weather. What is that?
But also, Metallica is my favorite band of all time. That's like.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of all
I
time?
didn't think at this point they would be.
Okay. Probably not. I will say James Hetfield is in my top 3 influences. Could give, like, well, not less of a shit, but James is my guy. Like, I've always been obsessed with James.
Yes.
And like Lars, like the artistic contribution from the other guys is almost like filling a void rather than actual contribution, in my opinion. I mean, Kirk's had some great solos, but I think James is
Kirk sucks.
I think James is a writer and a poet.
But the best thing about Kirk is he knows his role and he's played it well.
Yes, he does.
I would say Metallica, because of the time invested and the emotional investment, is definitely my top band all time. And then to me, it's the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't tell you after that.
I don't know. Yeah, you were definitely obsessed with the Eagles.
Dude, here's my evolution of music taste. Classic rock, getting to harder rock, Metallica, getting a little bit of metal. I'm back at classic.
But then again, here's the thing. I think what you really liked about, I think the band you got, like, just swaying back into my territory a little bit, you got into the Crimson Armada, and I think it was because of how guitar heavy it was, all focused on riffs and writing music.
Very technical. I loved playing it.
So it was all about
the thing is with me, I've always like, I could never get really into and that was like, the Crimson Armada was like the only time I could really get into a band that was like, had no singing, because for me, I had to have a melody.
You had to sing something in the shower.
I had to have a melody.
You guys know the screaming is what loses me.
But
I like that Day to Remember, though. I do.
But yeah, but I mean,
I was gonna
bands like Day to Remember, they've got beautiful choruses.
Yeah, did we read Chandler say earlier? She said, Bullet for My Valentine in the Garage back in the day.
I saw that. I saw the Tears Don't Fall in the garage.
Yeah, Tears Don't Fall is what she said.
Do you remember that time?
Do these people know that? With bloodshot eyes, I watch.
That's as far as you can sing on this stream.
All right, yeah, because we're taking the concert.
Yes, but what I'm saying is YouTube listens. I do.
They don't listen to you singing like. If we played the song, they would catch.
No, trust me. They're whatever they do, they're like the Big Brother.
They're like this.
Mm-hmm. What was that? That sounded like Tears Don't Fall. That sounded like Tears Don't Fall. Did he just play it?
You guys singing some acapella Bullet for My Valentine?
Did you just sing that song exactly how they recorded it? Yes.
Chandler, Daniel's a major Taylor Swift fan these days. I wouldn't say major, but I do like a lot of her songs.
Okay.
She's got some bangers.
I will say, as
I'm
my
a fan.
Number
Here's
one.
some more. Here's some that are all up y'all's alley, man.
Okay, I was just about Plico
Boston?
beat me to it. Plico beat me to it.
Boston.
Hey, can somebody put a gun to my head?
Boston.
Can somebody put a gun to my head, please? All right. One album I can't live without. Steve Miller Band, 74 to 78.
Ooh.
A little jungle love, driving me mad, making me crazy.
You get one line, dude.
Oh, crap, I forgot about that. Are you sure that it's if you even...
Listen here, YouTube. He's an idiot.
Is that real?
It's real, I promise.
Dude, they're listening. You can't
I promise
sing any melodies.
No melody.
I promise you, they listen.
You know about this melody then?
They're listening.
Just let me sing it, then they won't recognize it.
What if it's just the notes found?
The stream ends.
Trevor's computer explodes.
Ring at the doorbell.
Dremet all said, nice call with the Steve Miller. Thank you, Drem. Wish I could have kept singing, but Big Brother's watching.
Joe says, Trev, you need to have Payton on, and he spelled your name like a sissy girl.
Much more entertaining than you.
Joe, off to a bad start with the name spelling.
Robbie spelled it with an E earlier.
Robbie, you piece of shit.
Robbie's
a moron.
Robbie, come on. I think Robbie's trolling at this point.
Grew up in DFW.
Lots of
Steve
people-
Miller? Is he from Dallas?
Can you like scroll up a bit and just come down? Because there are a lot of people that sing a lot of bands that I think are the best. Like the top, a little bit higher. Okay, yeah, right after Riding the Storm Out. Look at this. Someone said Allman Brothers were amazing. Yes, James at the top said Allman Brothers. I agree. One of the greats. The slide guitar, the composition, and just the musical camaraderie.
Look, everyone loves the Eagles.
Back-
REO Speedwagon that's a good one.
Not the best ever, but they had some great songs.
I mean, you can't really
Hey,
pick anyone for the best.
Okay, Joe said earlier, Eagles are Southwest rock. Yes, geographically they're Southwest rock, but
Who?
I think sonically, I don't know. Hotel California is the sound of like Southwestern rock. So maybe Joe did correct me. I'm accepting a Joe Dickinson correction.
He's not often right, but
Yeah.
probably this.
But anyway, go back. So Allman Brothers, and then someone said Tedeschi Trucks. If you want to hear real musicians play real music, Tedeschi Trucks.
Band.
Yes, Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks. Derek Trucks is the greatest slide guitar player. People are saying Rush. I love Rush.
I think
Robbie's a Rush.
I think Aaron Pierce mentioned.
Boston.
I think-
I like Led Zeppelin.
I think Aaron Pierce mentioned Isbell earlier. I know you were a big fan of Isbell.
I like Isbell. I wish he would just keep his dang mouth shut on Twitter.
Oh, is he like going crazy?
He's like spearheading a liberal campaign, which I could not care less, more left or right. But I just think anybody that's like in a celebrity position that like every time they tweet, it's something like liberal or super conservative. It's just like, what are you doing? Why don't you pick that guitar and shut your
Yeah.
mouth?
Like, go ahead and sing, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead and sing. Pick us a tune.
And then sing it.
It's like they make it a personality.
Let's
Like,
talk
they're all
Alice
personality.
Cooper.
And they're like, it's like when they're like proud of themselves after the tweet. They're like, ha.
That's all it is these days. Is they want to say gotcha to the other side.
Hmm.
of Alice
The
Cooper?
Doors.
Alice Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does he have a song other than School's Out? I mean, like Alice Cooper rocks. He's an all-time rock star. Marshall Tucker is great. ZZ Top is great. Fleetwood Mac is like probably top 5
ZZ
best bands
Top?
ever.
Fleetwood Mac.
Top 5 best bands.
Remember when we
ever.
saw ZZ Top 08?
Hank Williams Jr. top 5 country artist of all time for me.
Well, this
love,
is Hank Williams Jr. is in the chat.
love Charlie Daniels.
Here, like that's him.
How did he end up here? Do you know him?
That's him. He's always here. This
Yep.
is Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, Stevens, good to have you with us.
What was the Bubble
that's it.
Bath Bourbon says Limp Bizkit best band?
Keep
What was
rolling.
What was the Metallica song from Limp Bizkit that they covered?
What? No, like Limp Bizkit covered
No,
Metallica?
Metallica covered a Limp Bizkit song.
No, they.
It's on Garage.
I don't think so. I think you're
I don't know, bro.
misunderstanding.
All right, maybe.
They covered the Limp Bizkits.
I think-
the Garage Inc. came out 97. Limp Bizkit
Wait,
wasn't even a
does
band.
Limp Bizkit? Never mind.
Limp Bizkit's not covering Metallica.
No, that's not what I'm talking
He's saying
Other-
there was a song on Garage Inc. that was Limp
Who
Bizkit.
originally wrote Whiskey?
Yeah, thank you, Robbie.
Whiskey
Robbie
in the
said that
Jar?
cannot be your- Dude, that's Thin Lizzy, dude.
Okay, I'm thinking of something different.
Thin Lizzy.
He was
not
thinking Limp
Bizkit.
Bizkit. Hey, you know that classic Limp Bizkit
Hey.
song, "The Boys Are Back in Town"?
Hey, hey, but
Yeah, man.
Lizzie didn't write that song.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Or maybe it's like an old Irish song. Hey, I was going over the
I think it's one of those, I think it's one of those things where they made
Hey,
it famous.
Joe said Limp Bizkit covered Metallica, though.
Yes, well, everybody's covering Metallica, but there's no way Metallica's covering Limp Bizkit because
There's no way.
I really think
Someone did some research.
I think
Confirm.
Limp Bizkit and I think what happened at Woodstock was at 99.
Yes.
With Limp Bizkit. I think Fred Durst should be executed for what he did.
I don't know what he did that day, but
He must stand trial.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more ice, but I think we're about to start digging it. I think we should start digging in the drama. I think we should start digging in the breakup of the band.
breakup of the band. Yeah, because
We need to just go
Top of
through
the
the
hour.
whole history of the band.
we,
We've
we,
already
need
got.
to, we need to walk through the band and just talk about that, and then we'll hit the breakup.
We've walked through. If you were here from the start, we've heard me meeting Dan.
I know, but we need to.
But
We
we
need to
haven't
hit.
done anything.
We need to hit the garage show. We need to get the breakup, but then we need to go on. Like we'll go through it.
I'll run
go
through
get you some ice.
I'll run through some of these comments and make sure we're caught up to what everybody's saying.
Hey, we got a new Patreon.
Uh,
They're trying to come to the ass.
70 likes. Come on, 30 more if you want to. What are we doing?
we're gonna take our shirts off and then put them right back on if we get 100 likes.
We're gonna pull
Then
the
Lindsay,
wall dance next.
yeah, someone. Okay, our good buddy Gene said, "Hey, Lindsey Buckingham is an amazing guitar."
Oh,
Honestly, I would say probably
he's so good.
the only contender for American band. I'd say Fleetwood Mac in their prime, with Rumors, like because they had a female, was probably like the best American band. But Eagles, well, I mean, even though the rest of Fleetwood Mac was British, of course, but Eagles are definitely the best all-male, all-American
Dude.
band. But also, I must say, the greatest American songwriter, in my opinion, not country music, but should I say it on 3 with you? I don't know if we're
Wait,
gonna
say
say
what did we
the
say?
greatest American songwriter. You ready? On 3, you ready? Don't mess this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up.
He's panicking.
I'm panicking.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Tom
Tom
Petty.
Yeah. Hey, he is the prime example of how you don't need to have a good voice.
Right.
Dude, like if your song is good,
What you want?
anything.
What is that? Is that another Wild Turkey?
Because Tom Petty, you listen to his songs.
What do you think I should have?
What do you like?
Like a casual.
Give him something that's good on ice.
But something
like a
casual.
90 proof.
Give him, let him try the old portrait. I don't think he's had that.
Nothing too spicy. Maybe a smooth
You like
burn.
chocolatey?
Maybe a smooth burn. Maybe something light but a little bit dark. Maybe something chocolatey.
Tom Petty's songs are just so.
How's that?
I love you for doing that. Oh, forget what you did that for me today.
The guy,
Gondor will remember.
the guy has.
No.
The guy has this. Would you even qualify his voice as above average?
Dude, no, I mean, not a good singer at all, but he could hit the notes.
Dude, his
but
songs,
but the song,
You can't not sing along to.
dude, The Waiting. You know,
I don't know if I know that one.
I've
probably
seen
do know
people-
it.
I mean, but how about Learning to Fly? It started out
Yeah.
on a dirty road. It started out all alone.
That was it. Penelope 9 at abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, I wasn't pouring him that.
But okay,
I think this is not, I poured him what appears to be 1915. This is absolutely not 1915 in there. That's just early times. I threw it in there.
I've had some good Penelope 9. Tom Petty was amazing, but better than Bob Dylan. I think Tom would disagree. Listen,
good Penelope
Tom
9.
Dylan is like
Tom Dylan.
Tom Petty is like new and improved to Bob Dylan. I mean, Bob Dylan definitely paved the way. Singing like this. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hey, we're gonna get copyright striked over here.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? One line.
Mama, take that badge off of me.
That's not one line. YouTube, okay. It might be one line. YouTube don't see it. At this point, we're done.
Thank you, Wilming.
Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton.
More of a
Okay, we've got to get off this. At this point, these people are just
Yeah, that's
naming
gonna-
artists that they have heard of before. We're not even talking about music anymore.
No, that's what.
Hey,
That's why
at
we're
the
shifting.
end of the day, Eagles, goated, end of story.
Who's this? Let's see here.
What?
I'm just catching up.
Mary Jane's Last Dance, Richie Z. That's a great.
No. I'm gonna do something different.
Sorry.
I'm gonna ask my own question. Pick one Metallica song. Go.
Thank you, Gene. The Waiting
Like,
is a great
what's the
song.
criteria
Might be
here?
my favorite.
Like one Metallica song.
Let's
I could
just
only
say-
listen to that one for the rest of my life.
Let's
or
just
am I
say-
saying best?
Let's just say you have to be on an island and you have that album and it's so scratched, but this one song plays. What is it?
It's a no-brainer on 3.
Yeah, on 3. 1. Dane, are you ready?
No.
I don't know if he's ready.
I
Whenever
know.
you're ready, brother.
Oh,
Do you want what I'm drinking,
All right,
Dan, or
ready?
you just want me to grab you
Ready?
something else? All right, he's getting
Ready? You ready?
I'm
On
ready.
3?
I'm ready.
All right. 1. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Dirty Windows.
We both said 30.
We both said Dirty Windows.
Yeah, I heard you both said
No, my legit answer is probably the Unforgiven 3.
Unforgiven 3.
Yeah, because I
That's
get,
a good.
I get
That's
clean,
interesting.
I get clean, I get heavy, I get solo.
I like
I
that.
get emotion.
I like you actually thought about
I
it.
went for versatile. Their best song, start to finish, masterpiece is Master of Puppets.
I would say so.
Which is what I said.
But if I had to listen to one for the forever, it's
What do you think mine would be?
All these songs.
yours would probably be Blackened or something off Justice.
It would be between Blackened or my actual answer, I think, would be Battery. Because it does have the clean. I don't know, that intro to Blackened gets me so hyped up.
Robbie
I gotta
said,
say-
Robbie said Harvester of Sorrow.
Yeah, right, Robbie.
Oh, that's so
That's
what?
one line.
That's not Metallica
Dylan
song.
going, language of a man.
All of that said so
Dude,
what?
look, okay, listen, we're stuck at a crippling 70 likes, and honestly, we're gonna have to make it to 100 because people need to hear all these songs that people are commenting. The Unforgiven, give me some STP. Christine
trying to
said.
Fade to Black is a good one.
For whom the bell tolls, we can play all these songs and drunkenly sing them acoustic.
No, the 100 likes was to get us to play the Render song. We're
yeah,
still
to play-
going live
play-
after this.
To play our original band song that we
I don't know. Maybe we should.
we recorded, that Trevor definitely played drums on.
Yep. No.
All right, where should we start on the history of the band? Because we've been talking about music for a while. These people, they watch you every week. They want to know who you are. They've heard. I've been told that they've heard stories about me.
We've heard the stories.
That are not particularly accurate about what kind of guy I actually am.
We gotta get to the blanket scene. And we can't get to the blanket scene without going through the history of the band. We were in the band. Okay, let's just say we had we played one show. Okay. The school show. We played original garage show.
Robbie said he just
Right?
told the blanket story to friends last night.
Well, we got the man himself here tonight. Let's just walk through.
You guys want to hear about the fucking blanket?
We played Evan's show
Oh my God, Eben. Hope she's still
at
alive.
their house.
She is.
That was.
we doing
that-
like a bodybuilder.
I think she was. I don't think she watches this show.
Well, hold on.
I don't think she's lifted away.
First off, our original band name was
Bunkum.
Fear Not.
I think it was Bunkum.
It was
first.
Fear
I
Not.
really liked Bunkum. It was Fear Not first.
I like
Bunkum.
I like Bunkum too.
Bunkum's terrible. What does that even mean?
No,
I think
you were
better
the one-
than Render the Ramp.
I like the Bunkum.
I don't even know. Like, I have no,
Bunkum, it sounds like a verb, like slammed them, banged them, bunkum.
Yes, it's freaking stupid.
wasn't it just a synonym for nonsense?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
I liked Fear Not
I
better.
think Bunkum is
Fear
better
Not
than
is
Render
like
the
trying
Rampage.
way too hard to be a. We started out like trying to be like Christian metal. You remember? Because I was big into the Lord. And
I
Were we
know.
really?
We were
I don't
never
think
that.
so.
We were never that.
we were closeted Christian
Nope.
metal. You guys didn't know, but I was trying to secretly turn us into the next
Nope.
big thing.
Bunkum. Bunkum.
Bunkum. Can somebody in the chat, because we're not sitting in front of the keyboard, relax over there, man.
I'm allergic to your bullcrap.
Dude, take a Zyrtec, bro.
Hey,
Type in Bunkum. Yeah,
somebody Google bunkum and tell us the definition of the word. Oh wait, we do have a keyboard in front of us. We can.
nonsense. That's the definition.
They talk a lot of Bunkum
The
about their
whole
products.
definition is one word.
But here's the thing: I had a really cool logo design for bunkum that was gonna be
Twist it, pull it, pop it, pump it.
twist it, pull it, pop it,
Listen,
bunk it.
I think Render the Rampage was settled because
Get me some nice.
you brought the name Render the Rampage to the table, and we were just so sick of trying to figure it out. We're just like,
I think
Sure.
I
I think you guys are embarrassed about it for some reason.
I'm not
I think
embarrassed
it's-
about the name. I think it's cool.
I just don't understand why the hate. Like,
I think
there's
it's
no
wrong.
way that Bunkum is cooler than Render the Rampage. I just
I'm okay.
disagree with it.
Okay, here's what we should do. If you're in the chat, we need a vote.
No, he put the thing. He posted the song.
Delete the comment. Why did you do that?
We got to delete Matt.
Oh,
I can't delete it.
What?
Moderator!
Matt, what have you done? Matt, you piece of shit.
Message retracted. Everything.
Messenger chat. He pulled it back quick. Matt, we love you. You're a great friend. Thank you for all you do.
Render
so,
the Rampage.
listen.
We got to get to 100 to listen to that song.
Okay, listen. So here's what we're gonna do in the chat. If you think that option one,
I can do a poll.
Yeah,
oh,
do a
okay,
poll.
yeah, cool. I was gonna say duo. Press one if you like Bunkum and two for
Start a poll.
All right.
Ask question.
I can't change the yes.
Say
Wait, yeah, you can.
sicker band name.
Add option.
No, I can. Bunkum.
But you gotta capitalize it so they can see like the visualization. You know, it's gotta be.
Yeah, what are we doing, bro? You're trying to tank this.
Bunkum. Render.
No,
Lowercase t.
Lowercase.
Lowercase t.
What are we doing?
Get ready for the poll, motherfuckers.
Hey, do we add Fear Not?
Which name is? We can do Fear Not.
Which name is sick? Which band name is sicker?
It's good enough.
Which name is best? Okay.
Wasn't it? It was Fear.
Fear Not.
All one word, right?
It was
No.
like, okay, it was one word, but with a capital N. Like that.
Okay. Delete that. Delete it. I can't look at it.
I think it was that.
No, it was 2 words.
That one's like feared it.
It was 2 words.
That one's like feared it.
Start the poll. Start the poll.
With it.
Start the
It was playing at the
poll.
club
With
tonight.
or without Fear
I think
It?
it's feared it.
You want Fear It?
I like fear not with the no space.
Y'all are tripping.
Okay, we're starting poll.
All right, we started a poll. Now you guys vote. Which was the better band name? I wish I could vote.
Will not.
Okay, while they're doing this,
This Brian T is kind of a negator, isn't he? Kind of.
will not. I want to, while we are letting this poll run, I want to start. Where should we start with the band? We should just
I would say it started,
nothing to say
it
about
started
the
how it always does. We're chilling.
Render the
We're
Rampage
playing.
is winning.
We're playing. Hey, we just got finished playing. We just got finished
name.
playing "For Whom the Bell Tolls" as a band. It was rocking. It was killer. And we said, let's go ahead and do that one more time. We were having fun. The problem with the band was that these 2 guys couldn't get along. They couldn't get along. This guy is an alpha. He's the leader. He's got to have his way. I'm the guy that's like, I don't deal with confrontation. I kind of, hey,
Yeah, who is this?
listen, I toe the line, but I also only cared about playing the music, so I didn't give a shit about anything decision-wise.
All accurate so far.
I was like the guy that was in the back while they argued, and I was like, guys, can we just go in there and play some music and just, let's go in there and hammer in some tracks instead of hammering on each other.
That's why.
Trevor would always, because they disagreed on what songs to play. That was
I think we disagreed on just a lot, just random
I
stuff.
think it was just writing. I think that we're both, going through puberty. I mean, I know I'm taking good care of myself at that time.
My thing too, I think you were right about that, because I feel like now if you put us in a room right now and said you have to write a song, I feel like we would actually.
Yeah, well,
I think we were more mature. We got more mature in our music, right? I feel like we would actually get along and write a song.
I think it was
we could actually talk about it more.
playing music.
Back then, it was just like, you're a freaking idiot. Like, that ain't gonna work.
Like playing in a cover band is so different than writing music, and I think at that point, like you were so good at playing drums, like songs that you knew, but like in a writing sphere,
Yeah,
like
I was
creative
not.
sphere,
I had
you weren't-
zero creativity.
You weren't yet.
I was like, can we just play Battery?
Yeah, you weren't like comfortable or creative, and so I'm like, hey, Trevor, maybe try a beat that sounds like this, and you're like, I'm just over here. I'm wanting to hang out and have a good time and play music. I'm not trying to like being the best band in the world, you know, and then I think me really wanting us to like be like, because I mean, all I've wanted since I was a kid was to go like on tour with the boys and like be in the van and do the rock star thing. And I think you guys more just did it because it was a hobby and it was fun.
Yeah.
And me, it was.
I
Like,
mean, I wanted to be famous as a 14-year-old kid, but at like
The piss was that?
I think that was my phone.
Oh,
What the hell?
I don't know.
What the
That was my
piss?
Ring doorbell. That was my notification for my Ring doorbell.
We're at his house.
Yeah, but someone just went to
someone's at my doorbell.
no, my house.
You installed a Ring camera?
Listen, all I cared about in the band.
When did you do that?
Drink your damn whiskey.
When did you install a Ring thing on my
All
doorbell?
I cared about was like, hey, I don't give a shit about what y'all are arguing about. Do I get a solo?
Yeah.
Do I get to shred my little fingers?
No, the classic story is
Yeah, let's get to the actual part of the story.
the actual classic story is like I wrote this song and I'm like, Trevor, you know, write some drums to this. He's like, you freaking did it. You know, whatever. And I'm like, Trevor, why don't you try beat this sounds like this? And I played a little bit of drums at the time. I was like, you know what, I'll do it. And then Trevor, you know, tosses the sticks. He's like, you know what, screw this guy. And then Trevor just walks out the door of the house.
Hold on.
Walking up.
Weren't we preparing for some guy to come?
Yes, that's how I remember it. I don't.
Older?
It wasn't that.
It probably was nobody. But like,
But we
as
were
14
writing, and that's when I got you mad because we were
No.
writing like,
Yeah, you're talking about several fights y'all had.
Yes, and what it
am I
here?
combining fights?
Yes. So let me you're combining fights. Let me tell you what I remember is what Dan has. You were like, oh yeah, so there's these guys gonna like come and freaking watch us play, and so what we got to do is we have 10 minutes. We have to. They're going to watch us set up all of our equipment, and then we have to play a song or two, and then we got to take down our equipment, and they're going to watch us. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They're going to come into the garage and watch us, like, set up our stuff, play, dismantle it, and then decide if we can play wherever they were, whatever. And I was like, that's what I was.
I don't remember the promoter part.
It was some person.
I was like, this is so dumb. And you're like, Trevor, this is how we're gonna get huge, dude. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
In my head, I'm like, Trevor, this is our big break.
Yeah, sorry that I was trying to get huge back in the day.
I was like, that's not it.
At the end of the day, because we had arguments on what songs to play at certain shows. At the end of the day, my dad was right.
What's that?
You gotta play the crowd pleasers. No one was
and
trying
honestly-
to hear Harvester of Sorrow.
Yeah, nobody
But
wants
tell
to...
me though, what songs do
It was
you
more fun to
remember?
play, yeah.
I remember Harvester. You know what song I also remember because I hated it, but no one else will remember it? Simple Man. We played Simple Man. I love that song. That is not a song you play at a show in front of a bunch of high school kids.
I think
Simple Man?
No.
I feel, no, I mean, if we were wise when we were playing at the high school parties, we should have been playing stuff
Nickelback.
like Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all.
See?
One line.
We weren't there.
But that's they wanted to hear like Blink-182 and stuff, you know, like back then. But I'm saying
Where are you?
one line.
copyright. Done.
Screen just ends.
So wait, no, we got to talk about Trevor and I having a big, you know,
No,
kind of a
you got to go tell them the fight, but you started it.
There was
finish the thing of me.
Oh, so Trevor, I tell Trevor, are you not going to write some drums of the song that I'm playing for you? And he's like, you know what? You do it. He throws the sticks. He walks out the front door, and we're like, Trevor, where'd he go? We run out the front door to look for him. He's all the way up the hill.
There was a street.
There's
like,
a big hill. Too.
My street like went down and then it went up a hill, and we were like 15,
Yeah.
and we were like, guy doesn't have a license. What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Walk home?
Yeah.
And 15 minutes later, we see his mom's car
Her white Honda.
They're driving up the
Civic or
hill. I'm like, no way.
And it just takes him, and we were like,
Dude, we were distraught.
remember going to school the next day. We were like, what?
We were distraught. We started walking my neighborhood just in disbelief. We were like,
Well,
dude, this is the end for us.
Here's the thing. is I remember, so when I walked out of there, I walked around that whole little, so I walked
I
up
can't
the,
believe you walking up that. That is so funny, bro.
I walked up the hill, but then I walked down.
Okay,
and then
you
after
gotta-
that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to walk back up. And then I walked down. Remember there was that little golf course area up there?
The clubhouse?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I walked past it all the way down, and then I was like, I don't even know where I'm going. So I turned around, walked back up the hill,
Did you think
and
we
then
were
down to the clubhouse, and then I called my mom. I'm like, I'm done with this band. I was like, can you just come and get me?
this fucking band. I'm out of here.
Did you think we were gonna come after you?
Hey,
No, I don't remember.
Well, you
thinking,
gotta admit-
I wasn't like, I hope they come chasing after me. I was like, no, I genuinely was so mad.
I think
I
the
was like, I'm
funny-
you gotta admit though, you were stubborn back then. Like if you saw it a different way,
Hey,
and you were just kind of like, you have always had like I've always had like I'm down to do the difficult conversation, work through it, and you're more of, back then at least, we're just more of like a
the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
thing,
Like I'm done. Like I ain't talking about it.
Yeah.
the best thing
Like
about
I know what my opinion is, and talking about it ain't gonna change it, so I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
wisdom at that time.
The
How's our
best-
poll going? Fuckers,
Yeah,
vote on our poll.
let's check the poll. We ain't gonna end the poll.
Wow, fuck 'em with a solid 31%.
Hey.
Can they-
Wow.
the best thing about
40 votes. Thank you guys for voting. Please vote for the poll. If you've yet to vote for the poll, please vote for the poll.
the best thing about that whole fight and him quitting the band was the next day,
The makeup set.
like Monday. No,
That was
Monday.
That's dirty.
Monday, it's cool sitting at our table like nothing happened. Biggest fan. Like he was like our number one supporter for
That is
throughout the thing.
I gotta attest to that. Trevor decided what, and this one was honestly very mature for you at the time because we replaced you immediately.
Oh no.
But no,
I'm pretty sure I left, and then when you saw the my mom's car, you were like calling Jared, like, "Hey, you want to be in our?"
I think I literally did. I'm like, I'm on a fucking Motorola Razor.
I've never even heard of the name Jared.
I'm on a Motorola Razor. I'm like, hey, it's up cool. I know a guy.
No,
But anyway.
no. We texted Ahmed.
Ahmed, want to learn how to play drums?
Well, I swear to God, we were gonna have Ahmed in the
Is
band.
Ahmed in the chat?
Rest in peace.
Ahmed's a
Yeah, Joe.
I actually don't know if he's
somewhere.
alive or dead or not.
If you're-
medical
if you're-
resident in Tulsa.
Is there a way to see how many people are watching at this time?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's 4 or 4 billion. I don't care.
According to this, we got 63.
We got 63 people and 72 likes. So maybe everybody's watching this video, but we're going to, we have a big surprise for you. If you like the video, we're going to play our recorded original band music. And honestly, I think they think it's probably going to be like super shitty and embarrassing. It sounds,
Genuinely.
It holds up.
it holds up.
It holds up.
It holds up.
It holds up way better than
We need you, we
Then
need
what
you
is
to
it?
vote on
I'm going to
the.
tell you right now. For here, what is more shocking is that
Welcome did all right.
I say we, when you guys recorded that, we were 15, 16.
I was 50.
Yeah,
We
were
wrote,
16.
we wrote Swift Justice and Structure and Out of My Mind when we were dang 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three of those songs, when you went into the recording studio, they were all already songs
they were
for a year.
They were already written.
Oh, we're 20 likes away. 20 likes away. Text your friends. Text
Oh,
your
let me get
grandma.
my phone
Tell your grandmother to get on our YouTube channel and like the video. Oh, but I wanted to touch on you. No, Dan is right though. You decided. I think you decided too. You and I, got into it in the band. But I think more so you just decided I want music to be a hobby and
Yes.
something that I can enjoy. And this guy's trying to make it more like a career type thing.
Yes, and I also, another thing too,
And that's when
back,
he decided to be, I wanted to say ultimately supportive. And then he was, you are at all of our shows, headbanging in the front row. There were times when we were playing to fucking bar stools and Trevor was in the front and just,
the only person. Okay, Sean.
yeah, with Daniel's brother headbanging away. But because, you could have walked away from that situation and said, screw these guys and screw their stupid band. But you took the high road and you said, these are my friends. Even though I don't want to do this, I want to support that they're still chasing it.
I will say,
appreciate it.
let me tell you this, because now we're doing this whole reunion thing, because there's a lot of stuff that I've thought about with the band and stuff. When Jared joined the band, I knew he was such a far better drummer than me. Like, the dude is, even to this day, is amazing. Like
He's a robot.
it kind of makes me mad. Like, how has this guy not found something so good? And I always knew that. So when I left and I saw him join, I'm like, he is. And for one, Jared will give you the shirt off of his back. He don't even have an extra shirt.
Yeah, that's true.
And he will give you his only shirt. Such a good dude. And he was so good that I was like, man, this is it. I feel like he fits in the band.
Mm-hmm.
And there were definitely times when you guys were playing, I was like so jealous. Like, I just wish I could go up there and just like have one moment of spotlight. I felt like there's like 8 people watching. I was like, man, I wish I was up there. But I was like,
You should have asked to sit in.
I just couldn't. There was something weird about it. Like, I was like, man, they're just. I became your biggest fan. I was like, I freaking love
gave
it.
up on us.
I was-
That was, it was weird about it.
I didn't answer the call.
What do you think our biggest show was?
Undoubtedly, like
Oh, the living room. No, it was at the bowling.
What do you mean the biggest? Like,
No,
the
no,
biggest.
As far as people there.
The bowling alley.
no,
show was big.
no, not the bowling alleys or the living room. I think it was the Juanitas where I was wearing the Cookie Monster shirt or the Vinos.
That was Vino's.
Yeah, that was Vino's.
Some of the Vino, but do you remember Juanitas?
Y'all all
We
had
opened
freaking shirts on. Like,
Didn't we open for somebody like a crossfade type band
I don't remember.
when we played What Hunts You before that Juanitas closed?
I love the Dylans.
Well, the Juanitas. Hey, the Juanitas.
Is there a way? Do you have a way where you can pull up your computer in like a little box?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Like, yeah, you should pull up your screen in a box and show just a video of us. You could play us. The Fear Not videos are on
Is
YouTube.
is MOT scheduled?
No,
Let me know when it is.
no. Well, you want to be there this
It
year?
depends when it is.
Yeah, it looks
Simply
like.
gotta trial arrive
Yeah.
early.
Also, y'all, I want y'all to enjoy this. This is Daniel's last time on the stream. He's about to be a dad. 2 months from now, we will never see him again.
That's not true.
No, we'll see him again, and we'll be taking good care of that.
I won't.
Okay, so and then you type in. Oh, nice. So you're a lot quicker at that. You're a lot quicker at it than me.
Here's the issue. Hold on, where did it go?
Is
What
that,
are we pulling up?
Is that what's? I was just gonna say.
Why does it keep?
Fear Not. 1987.
Oh, it's locked. That's why. Where do you want me to put it?
Yeah, just
Put it over
there.
me.
Yeah, put it above him, and then type in Fear Not. And this one, I don't think this is gonna copyright anything. It's
No, it's our
Freebird.
song.
I mean, no, it's a cover though. Yeah, look.
No way. Are
This
we
is
about
the
to play
fourth-
this?
is the fourth-
Ice sledding? Me and Sean?
Yeah. Okay. So can they hear it though?
Yeah,
The audio
music.
going through.
Why is it loading?
Yeah, full screen. Oh yeah. Oh, you got it there. Pull it over. Yeah. Y'all see that? Can y'all see that?
Bro, that's our middle school.
This is
That's
middle
our junior
school.
high.
Now, I want to be clear. I sound like shit singing, but it's because my voice wasn't fully developed yet. I'm still not a very good singer.
Yeah, and then
I'm-
Amon, Sean, Amon, and Robbie are up at the top.
You know what else you can play without getting copyrighted is Dual Ranger too. So if they've never seen the
I played
middle ground,
middle ground a lot. And
Into
I
the
played-
Rampage 1.
have you played the video to middle ground though?
Yes, I played
Yeah,
the
it's-
video to middle ground, and I played Hey guys, here I am.
Revolver.
Shoot 'em up. Okay.
Shoot 'em all.
All right,
You
so
gonna
we're
do
playing
me, darling.
Render the Rampage free.
Oh, I just want them to hear Daniel. So Daniel's like 13 or 14 here. So go to
No.
the solo. Yeah, we're about there.
Look at all these children. Like,
Hey, someone runs across. Like,
this is what we're doing on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro.
these are all the good kids.
Hey,
that
just
never miss class.
make it smaller to where you can just see the stage. Is this what's being streamed right now, or do you have to pop this over?
Like you want to just see.
Yeah, just that, so you can see our faces. Okay, so on the far left is Trevor's cousin Dylan.
Someone wake up the kids. Look at these people. Look at these kids. Oh, they can't see the kids are running.
Y'all hear Daniel shred? He's like 12. You could barely play with your wieners at this point. I mean, this guy's... Are they hearing it double through the mic? Probably.
No. I play music all the time.
Probably doesn't get in there bad.
No. I have it to where it's just directional.
Ah. I think that's enough, probably, right?
This was what, 2000?
Yeah, he said, how long ago was this?
2009?
2009.
2009, so we were 14.
So this is 9th grade.
We were 14. Maybe. 13 or 14.
I feel like we got to go back through middle ground, though. It's just at least the part that you're in. Because the part that you have is so funny that you just appear out of nowhere.
I'm also
Oh, wait,
wearing
we
a very...
can save that for the later stream.
Yeah, we're doing that next.
Hey, Officer Stone up there. This was for him.
Anyway, you can stop that. You guys get the point. This guy is, he's like 12 years old. He's very, very good at the guitar. Thanks for setting that
I can't believe I forgot that was on 2 subscribers.
How do you have 2 subscribers?
Hey, that skiing videos actually. We're have to revisit.
Hey, can I plug my podcast, by the way,
Yes.
to our streamers?
We got 20 minutes.
So we did. We had a lot of people. You know, we were talking about country music for a while. Of course, I'm a country music musician in Nashville, and I have a podcast where I interview country music musicians and artists.
Here, we'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, Link.
It's called the Payton Collier Podcast. That's my name. But I'm actually kind of rebranding it because I'm actually going to be starting to do a live format show myself where I kind of criticize and commentate on the country music industry and other things going on. Thank you, Trev, for the plug here.
Matt already beat me to it. That's how. Look at that. We got a mod. Matt Chinook literally posted your thing before I did.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for for checking out on Spotify. My personal, now I will say too, my Spotify, I have a bunch of music on Spotify, original music, but it's from other bands. My next round of music that I'm coming out with soon.
We need to plug your bands because I'm telling you, dude, your dual ranger stuff.
It'll be the first time.
Probably some of my. I've always told you this. Revolver.
Randy Orton.
What are these searches?
Randy Orton returned. It's his YouTube search history.
No, it's not. It's report search predictions. Eagles versus Chiefs. Randy Orton returns. Aquaman 2 trailer. Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. Bagged by Ice. What is that? Revolver was the one song I was like, when I first heard that song, watched the music video, I was like,
You talked about re-recording that, haven't you?
I go, Jesus Christ, this dude's about to be big. And then I was like, swiftly pissed off that you weren't.
You know why?
Such a good song.
Big, you have to fund the sponsorship to put the video out.
Such a good
If I put
song.
10 grand behind that video, bullseye, you know?
Mm,
So Randy Orton is returning to wrestling tomorrow night.
that's crazy.
Fucking RKO.
That slithery snake, Randy!
Video of
Watch
him,
out, watch out!
He's like making out with that girl and then he argues.
She deserved it. Oh my god. So yeah, go
yes,
to
thank you for letting me what is it? How do you say begrudgingly yet not reluctantly plugging my own show. And Trevor did a lot to help me get my show and set up and podcast going. And I think you've seen some of the stuff I've been working on for my new live show. It's going to be a little exciting.
I always click on your videos and see who you are, because half of them, it's just like anything. I'm not into that style of music, but I'll click on it and listen to it. And that's the thing about your show, is kind of like the thing with my show. No one knew who like Ari was from Whiskey Gypsy. They're like, I don't know who that guy is. But you can make the show enjoy. It doesn't matter who it is. You got someone on there, and you can make the show fun.
If you're a fan of country music, the podcasts are
like
very good.
The biggest video right now. I'm not going to play it, but
I will also say the way you have it set up is also very like a legit podcast.
So I've got 4,000 views. That's my highest viewed video.
Brent Mason.
But Brent Mason is the guy. He played He's not the live guitar player, but he recorded all the albums, the guitar tracks on the albums for every country star of the 90s and 2000s. Brooks and Dunn, George Strait, Alan Jackson. So like Chattahoochee, you know, down.
He's a session guitar player.
You gonna say a line? That was him.
That's Brent Mason. You're welcome. Thank you.
That son of a.
I need something, Trev.
So are these?
Yeah, we got one more before we go over to the Patreon.
Are these plebeians? Like they just, you know, you only go till 8 p.m. because they don't have what it takes to get to the next.
No, I typically my live stream. I'll say I'll end at 8, and then all the real people stay, and I go for like another 3 hours.
Oh, another 3, really? So we're just getting started. I'm excited.
No, what I'm saying is we're going to end this live stream and we're going to pull up. We're going to start a new one. It's unlisted and I'm posting it to Patreon. And then there's no monetization. You can say whatever you want.
I can finally pull out that vocabulary I've been spinning.
Yeah, you say every word you want to say.
Really?
And we're going to talk and we can play music and whatever
Hey,
we
do
want.
we need to go over the story first?
Yes, we need to go over the story.
Who is Christine? Christine says, yeah, really, Trev does like 4-hour streams. You know what? I think
Christine?
4-hour streams are short, Christine.
All right, Christine,
I do 8-hour streams.
Let's go over the
We need to hit the story.
famous
Let's drink the good stuff.
famous-
Then we can go to
the famous
Cheap
wrestling
stuff later.
story.
Oh, yes. Well, or should we say that for the Patreon?
No, we're doing it here.
We're gonna do it here.
But I also think like 2 minutes before we end, I should do a guitar music tease or we're all
Yes.
sing something together.
Do you want some of this?
I'd love some.
You like Jack Daniels?
I'm just getting started.
You like Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
Well, you'll never try that again.
How many more cubes we got?
He had a whole gallon-sized Ziploc full. of them.
Listen, if you're just tuning into the stream, let's remind everybody I have a weak stomach. Now, it doesn't mean it can't be.
AKA low testosterone levels.
I've got to ice it down and I can drink all night. I can drink as much whiskey as I can outdrink Trevor. I won't even fall down and crack my head open. In Austin, like this guy did. Our hats kind of have some.
I don't know.
Spoken like a guy who's never had Malort.
Hey, whoa.
Spoken like a guy who's
We
never
have so
pissed
many
his
stories.
pants.
We just hit so many stories. This dude's never had Malort. We got to tell the story, and we just brought up me cracking my head open. All I'll say about me cracking my head open is the one person I thought would not have been the one to save me was this guy, and he did.
I did. I was
Literally carried me up
You
the
can always
stairs.
count on Payton.
And my blood coming down my head.
Do they know about Austin?
Yes, they know about
Okay,
the
so yeah,
scar.
of
They
course.
made fun of me.
Trevor fell and cut his head open. You know, whiskey drunk.
No, it didn't
Austin.
cut
And to be
my
fair,
head. Exploded my head open.
all of us were like chugging beers all day, but you were like chugging bourbon all day. So you're like, and what's crazy, you know, so Trevor hits his head. There's blood everywhere. We get back to the Airbnb. And I'm like, Trevor, are you okay to walk up the stairs? And here's the crazy thing. The guy was blackout drunk, he fell and he got a concussion, but never slurred. Once. No slurring. So we get to the stairs. I go, Trevor, you want me to help you walk up the stairs? I don't know why I'm holding Daniel and Trevor's right here. So I'm holding Trevor. I said, Trevor, you want me to help you up the stairs? He goes, I'm fine to walk by myself. So he takes one step on the stairs, right? Falls immediately, catches himself with his hands, and he goes, I'm going to need a little help to get up the stairs.
God, I wish I could have been there.
And then he did. And that's the thing. I don't remember saying that, but I definitely remember going up the stairs. I remember. So I think I was just going. My problem was I split my head open. I think I was going in and out of this freaking concussed state.
Oh, whoops.
So, good time. What's the Dan?
Yeah. Looks like we got 7 or 8 new subscribers on my channel, so thank you guys. And honestly, if you didn't join, joke's on you. We're going to be talking about you on tomorrow's stream.
Yeah, you suck.
Hey, so you know what? I feel like maybe you should lead this story.
What story?
I can't use the words I want to use.
What
tell the
story?
I think this is a Patreon story.
What story?
Wait, first of all, before we tell the story, can we check and see? Did we break 100 likes to play this song?
I don't think any shot we broke 100.
No, we're at
85 likes. Texture. I'm gonna call.
I'm about to go like it.
I feel like
that
we should.
cheating?
I feel like we should do a prank call to like a pizza place and be like, "Hey, do you have YouTube? Will you like our live stream?" Would that be funny?
No.
I think that'd be funny.
We ain't gonna do that.
You've never prank called?
Sorry,
on a live
already
stream?
subscribed. I'll leave and sub again. Come on, boys.
Thank you.
What story are we talking about now?
I think we should ask for more. I think we should beg for likes through some form. Look, we already just got 2 more. There are people.
I know, but
tuning in.
what's the story?
Oh,
Give me a
We're all men here.
let's clarify.
the blanket story.
The blanket story. I think that's Patreon because I want to be able.
You want to go unfiltered.
I want to go unfiltered.
Yeah, well, because what Mr. John said to us definitely needs
Yeah,
to
we
be
can-
said.
That has nothing to do with 100 likes on the video. 100 likes on the video.
That'll
is
be
to-
okay.
We're doing Malort.
to play our religious original, our firstborn foundational
Justice?
song. Yeah, Swift Justice.
Joe Hendricks. Beggins?
And
We Beggins for likes? Hey,
Joe Hendricks.
damn right.
Hey, whoa.
Joe
I got a
finally-
story.
Good Joe
I got a
Hendricks
story.
story.
I got a
I'd
story.
love to tell a Joe Hendricks story. Let me tell you, Joe and I, we're always busting each other's balls.
We got a better
He knows
one.
I love him.
We got a better one. Remember,
Love that Joe.
every Friday
Even
night.
if he doesn't want to hang out this week, you fucker.
Every Friday night, we would meet up at Water's Edge, and we would leave Daniel's house, and we'd go ding dong ditching all night. Joe Hendricks in the chat had this huge rock in the middle of his yard.
And we piss.
We would piss on that rock.
piss on that fucking
every
rock.
Friday, and then
Boy,
we'd go
we
and
pee on it.
We would ding dong ditch them every time. Do you
Never
remember?
missed a Friday.
Do you remember the time we set off fireworks on his porch?
Yeah.
And he wasn't home, or he was grounded or something.
His mom.
Like we lit
Heard that,
smoke
yeah.
grenades and like ding dong ditched, and then set off the bottle rockets, and we ran away. And like, so when they opened the door, all this smoke bomb would go
Poor
in their house.
family.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I tried to burn this guy's house to the ground. Someone called the fire department.
I don't
to put
even-
the fire. I tried to arson this guy's house to the
Does
ground.
Joe even know that we did like
Yeah.
set off smoke
Yeah.
bombs in his
Yeah,
house?
he knows.
He knows all this.
We love you, Joe.
I remember the time that someone called his peacoat girly, and there was going to be a big fight.
We went
And we all went to Joe's house.
That wasn't that. It was worse than that. It wasn't his thing.
Joe said, "Love that rock."
It was more than his pico.
Girly.
It was more than his pico. They were like,
It went deeper. It went deeper than peacoat.
they were like straight bullying him. I was
The bottom of the line is we all
remember that.
we all went to Joe's house. The 3 of us. You were there.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor was there. I was there.
I had the
We were
tire iron.
prepared. We were prepared for this
Huge
Conor
brawl.
McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather fight.
Except for, no, it was more like Conor McGregor if there was 6 of them, and then like it was a huge brawl.
Yes, we were prepared to like
Battle.
once they start fighting, we're jumping in.
It was kind of like Anchorman 1. It was like, looked like the Channel 5 news team decided to show
It
up.
was literally Anchorman 1. Yeah.
I had a tire iron. I don't even know where I got. What was I gonna hit some kid with it? I was
Brick, you had a hand.
Hey, there was one point
Yeah,
where
we've
I
been
was
meaning
like,
to talk to you about that. You literally killed him at.
I had stabbed a man in the heart.
There was a point where I found out one of my friends was part of the other party. And I'm like, damn, would be ashamed to have to fight him.
Who was that friend?
But I'll
First
do
name
it.
only.
James.
Who?
Oh, fuck him.
No.
Who?
No, first name Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah, first name Marshall. But I was like,
Laser.
I was like, we were like matching up. We were like, all right, I got Kevin.
Trev killed him.
You get Jane. I was like, yeah, like, you get Marshall. I got Kevin.
Except for do you not remember me having this like tire iron?
I don't remember that. All I remember is no fight happened.
No, zero fist.
But we were prepared to go to war.
I had some sort of tire iron, and I was like, look, Because they were like, oh yeah, they're showing up with a full crew of people, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna freaking break their head off.
Listen,
and I'm like,
here's my problem. Joe's one of my long friends. I can say
Oh, yeah, we love
anything
Joe.
I want to him. And
Love
we
the
do.
guy.
I feel so bad
We
about
hold
the
him.
smoke grenade.
We hold Joe in the highest regard. But I gotta say this: no way is Joe watching the whole stream. He's tuning in and out.
He's probably missed all
He's like
that.
an Apple Watch texter. You know anybody that's an Apple Watch texter? They've got their read receipts on always, and then they get a text from you, and they go, oh, and then they scroll it, and then what is he saying?
I forgot. I forgore.
I forgore. Joe, what the? Anyway, so Joe, as a friend, is kind of like an Apple Watch texter.
We only need 10 likes in 5 minutes.
Joe, like the damn stream.
I'm about to go get the Malort.
We literally wait. We have 5 minutes. If we don't get 10 likes in 5 minutes, we can't play the song because we end at 8. If we get it by 7:59, we can go later.
No, we're doing the Patreon, but we're not doing this, and we're not playing the.
We are doing the blanket story. Call your grandma, call your dad, call your dad's mom, call your grandma's dad.
Matt said he used his alternate accounts to get there.
I mean, is Matt carrying all the family weight here? I mean, what we're trying to do is boost this Bourbon Wrench count. You've had a little, unique Friday stream with these couple guys, and thanks for having us, dude.
What do you think of that?
I think I want to piss on Joe Hendricks Rock.
Dude, we about to leave
It's
here.
only about a 15-minute drive. Who's driving?
It's literally 2 minutes from where.
Where's Chandler?
Probably sleeping.
We got to go piss on this rock.
Joe's been here for like 4 days, yet has refused to come over for a game of pool.
Hey, I don't know if-
Too cool now. He's too cool to hang out with his old friends. He's
Joe, I don't know if
Joe? After we try to defend him?
After all,
Joe, I don't know if you know this.
for Joe.
But Payton is a guy where if you don't want to hang out, just say it, and he'll respect it. I do it all the time. He comes into town, I'm like, hey, see you next time. And he goes, sounds good.
I say, love the honesty.
Yeah.
You know what I really don't like? Brooklyn Dodgers. Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't like Dodgers.
Brooklyn.
Hey,
They were
hey,
originally the Brooklyn
hey.
Dodgers.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want you to say when you texted me
95 likes.
this trip, you said, hey, I'm in town. Would love to stream.
Yeah, but
And
I
I
was
replied about-
talking about us urinating at the same time into one colloquial force of water
We're
nature.
going to sword battle?
That makes sense why there was a picture of your penis.
Yeah, you were talking
In that
about
same text
your
message.
show. I was talking about my
96 likes.
96 likes. We're up.
97.
Oh, get the guitar. We gotta edge them. Unzip the guitar. Unzip the guitar.
Hurry up.
That's how we're gonna recruit people. They don't know.
Dude, that's a nice guitar case.
That is a nice guitar case.
That'd be a shame if I slammed your guitar as hard as I can into the ground.
Oh, we're at 97. We only need.
Here, hold on. I got you. Ready?
What should we
Hey,
do?
whoa. I got you. Hold on.
Nothing else. Hey, go ahead with that.
here.
Day
All
that
right.
never comes.
All right, hang on. Let's get a little.
Well, I do have the little limiter.
And we give a little tease of a song, maybe, while we're waiting on. We need 3 more likes to
Play Swift Justice. Do you remember it?
Of course, I remember it, but I think maybe something we can all sing together. I don't believe this copyright thing blocks if you just cover. There's no copyright blocks on cover songs. People cover songs on YouTube every day.
Sing an original.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. 2 more likes.
I'll go ahead and get this ready. I forgot the words. I know certain things. Fire breathing dragon.
That was-
Oh, 100 likes.
Oh, you gotta do it.
Play, hey, play, yes!
No way.
He does not need.
I just got John Simon's.
You're clipping!
Fuck, you
All
can
right.
imagine that.
How do we drink this Malort?
Just the taste.
But we don't have glasses. Like, can we just take a swig or something?
Pour me another drink.
All right, here's the thing. That's enough of the guitar.
Yeah,
because but we were just trying to get 100
Drink your
likes.
drink, and then
And
we'll
then-
each do one at a time.
And then here we are. Now we got to do. We got to play Swift Justice in.
I can't.
Right?
I can't wait. We're gonna have Valort.
We're gonna
Good.
definitely peek and clipping. We'll figure it out.
Oh, Malort's great. You're gonna love it.
You're gonna love this. I'll go first. Or maybe should Payton go first?
Why does the audio? If
Just
I'm
a-
playing the guitar, the audio. Does it look like it's clipping?
Well, I have a limiter.
That
But
might
then
be
again-
what's clipping. You might need to take the limiter off.
Limiter. But the thing is going into the red. I guess I could turn it down.
I think you go a little louder than that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. I want to see what they're saying. Like,
All right.
is it not
Hang on,
clipping?
See if it's clipping right here.
Like jam.
Tell us right now.
I don't think so. There's no way that is.
There's
There's no way that is. Better, not perfect, but a lot better. Turn your game.
down. Good rule.
What are we gonna do?
I don't think you can do that.
Mm-mm. I mean, come on. We're literally on a Blue Yeti microphone on YouTube. There's no way it's gonna be good. I have a limiter. Well, the limiter. No, I have a noise suppression. That ain't gonna cut it. All right,
Seven Bridges Road.
let's do Malort. Whoa, hey, Patreon.
Right,
Put that
Victor.
up.
Put the guitar up. Put the guitar. That was the tease. And then we got to play Swift Justice and call it a night.
We are taking a little shot of this delicious bottle called Malort, my friend.
Mm.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Let me smell.
Nope. You don't get to. Not until it's in your glass. Hey, put the guitar up.
Hey, no stairway.
We're copyrighted. So I'm going to there. So here's the rule, Peyton. There's no smelling this. I'm gonna pour you this, and you just put it in your mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
What if I throw up?
It'll be a little sip. It won't.
I'm not gonna give you as much as
You're
I
not gonna
did.
give. Yeah.
But I'm doing this because this is
Just keep
everyone. I love all of you. We are about to.
a bunch of that.
We're about to go to Patreon, and this party's going to continue. And there's zero rules. Peyton, I'm scared to what he has to say. So we'll go there.
What is it? What did Robbie say? Payton's going to be one of the people that likes this.
Rob,
This
you're-
Malort. I think he's
Robbie-
talking about Malort.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, that's not even bad.
Oh, is Malort bad or something? Hey, put in the chat if is this an inside joke? This is
No,
bourbon?
dude, it's great.
Yeah, cheers.
It's
bud.
liqueur. I read it's liqueur.
Look at the color.
It looks like donkey piss. Do we know about donkey piss in this group?
No,
Thank you,
Robbie. Robbie was actually one that was like, it's not that bad. Oh, Chandler said, yeah. I don't think you've ever had it. Did Chandler have it?
I hope Chandler's been on the whole.
Whoa. That's a big sip, buddy, old pal. You know me.
Dan's next.
I'm low T.
Hey, I'll tell you what I'm about to do.
Okay, Peyton's the only one who can't smell it.
After I do
Okay,
this,
Chandler
I'm
said
about
she
to
definitely has.
pop in one of these bad boys. We got any citrus zinners in the club?
What the piss is that?
We got any citrus nicotine boys? Boy, I like this. If they made a cherry one of these, I would I'd be nicotine until the day I die. Got any sinners? Jake?
Wow, it didn't really make a face.
It's great.
All right, Payton.
It's great.
Then, okay, that makes switch it around.
It's like vodka almost.
What?
That tastes like vodka.
It's pure bitter.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. No reaction. Vodka.
They don't get that. They think that they don't know that you've been making fun of me because you think I look like Forrest Gump after he's been running for. We never said that.
Wilmington said give him more. That was the thing. Is like I couldn't give him the full thing because I feel like he would vomit. You don't do shots.
I feel like if I had more of that, I'd be not like that. Gave me a taste, but there was a little bit in there. I mean, I had the taste for sure.
I know, but it doesn't. I'm telling you, the more you get, it's so bad.
The more
dude.
you want to kill yourself.
Yes.
Is it not disgusting in your mouth right now?
It is.
Let's do this. We're gonna end the stream after this song, and then Patreon. We're gonna continue this shit show and zero rules over there. Love ya.
Hey, but Trev, I think can we put the
What?
Or
Yeah, we can do whatever you want.
Can you put the thumbnail back up, or should they want to watch us like listen to it?
What thumbnail?
The one you made for this live stream that I love so very much.
The thumbnail. Dan, put the guitar down.
Let me tell you that. Hey, did you guys have fun with these old time friends? Did your team have fun with these?
What is this? What is this? This says music, but I can't edit it. So I need to
just do Google Chrome, the Reverb Nation, right?
No, I have the song I can play. So I need an audio input.
What Jake say? My buddy Jake said, paint a little upper decky of this end. Here we go. Now that I got those bitters swiped out of my mouth hole, shut up.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead and hit us with a little background music. What is that? Is that like the cool thing to dip now?
Yeah, it is. That's actually exactly what it is. It's nicotine pouches.
But it's cooler.
Yeah. Look at our hats. Our hats kind of look like the same hat.
That's a nice hat. I was gonna say that's
Like this hat here.
Where'd you get that?
Actually, I got this hat off Anthony.
Dan, tone it down a little bit. Softer. Softer. Much better. What am I trying to do right now? I need to play the
Bart said I looked like a jogging forest area, really disheveled Polly Shore. You know, I've been getting a lot at work, which at work I wear a cowboy hat. But you know what I've been getting a lot at work lately? Damn.
What?
Just like junior high.
What?
Save it for the next stream.
No, I told him to do it soft. It's like background music. He needs to chill.
Very soft. All right.
He's going all out. I need to do. Hold on. Let me put the
Jake said Payton drop.
because I have the file on my thing. I'm gonna play it. So I need to find input, audio input capture, new source, add edit.
Where are you playing it from?
Wait, maybe that's not it.
I feel okay. So I feel like.
Hold on. Let me pull it up and see if it will play.
Hey, while you figure this out, actually, I'm gonna do something for.
No. I got it right here. I think I can do. It might already just come through.
Hey.
Thanks. What? Thanks. What?
Enjoy the new pedal.
Have you been planning on how to say that for 60 seconds? All right, sorry. I took the guitar because there's something I really need.
Soft.
Daniel.
Oh, found it. Swift Justice. All right, hey, here, stop. Let's see if it'll play. I don't know what's going to happen right here.
Is this MySpace? Is RTR on Reverb Nation?
It ain't playing.
I know. Hold on. Like, guys, I was not planning on doing this. We're gonna figure it out.
We got 100.
Okay, so
we gotta figure this
so
out.
clips. Yep, music. So here we go. So it is. It's
Here it
right
is.
there.
Here it is.
It is playing through this. Everyone, love ya.
Thanks for tuning in. Nice to meet you all, you freaks.
Freaking love you. As soon as this song ends, we're ending this and we're starting a new stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drunk as
It will
hell.
be on the Bourbon Ranch. You're drunk
Patreon.
as hell?
I'm drunk as hell.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm completely
Yeah.
sober.
You want to make out?
I want to go to my...
I need to move this closer. Here's the thing. We need to put this filter back on. Maybe.
Comes at last. Sword in hand, accelerate. Attack the souls until you reach your fate. A shield will save you from this blow. And death awaits all that you know. Swift justice. Swift justice. Swift justice strikes you fast. Running on the wrong until you caught on the crash. Heads on, looks all fine. Your luck is where you need it, but you're running out of time. It's a need for speed, click for greed, supplying all the blood you bleed. Swift justice, it comes at last. Controlled by fear, a change in my direction. Controlled by fear, you lost some all affection. Controlled by fear, a change in my direction. Controlled by fear, a loss of all affection. comes at last.
All right, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of Render the Rampage? Is the poll still up?
No.
No, we voted. It was
Rampage one.
Render the Rampage won. Our original band names were
Clearly won.
Bunkum, Render the Rampage, and Fear Not. And they voted that Render the Rampage was the coolest. And I think we're like 15 years removed from the butt rock era.
Clear as day. Better.
Did you guys like this song? Well, Saucy Shane said, that's freaking awesome. Wilmington Pipers would love it. Joe the Sample Guy said, hell yes, I love that. Just Good Old Me said, pretty damn badass. Hells yeah, that was sick. No matter the name, that rocked.
Also,
Thank you guys. Hey, thank you everyone for the good feedback. We were fucking 15 years
also
old.
keep in mind we were very young.
We were
15.
15. That's me singing when I was, it comes at last.
It's kind of crazy that we were so young and did all that. Like it just
My wife
genuinely-
just texted me, what's your Patreon login?
Wow, I love his wife. I wish she was my wife.
Okay, we're ending.
I
love you. Thank you for being here. We're ending this one, and
you guys
we are
have
about
fun?
to start a new one.
all right.
So you'll see majority of these people.
If you guys want to see me cut loose and use my full vocabulary, come to the Patreon. Please subscribe to the Bourbon Ridge. Subscribe. To
Hey, well, no, subscribe to you.
subscribe to
They're already. What do you mean subscribe to me? They're already here. They need to go to you.
the Payton Collier podcast. I'll shout out one more time, and then we're about to switch over to the Patreon. But thank you guys for hanging out. Happy Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, Daniel.
I was about to say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
That's why you're even here.
Hey,
Maybe I don't know why are you here. You need money.
I'm thankful for you, and I need to borrow $500. I'm thankful for you.
I hope everyone
We'll
had
talk about it.
a great Thanksgiving with
Oh.
family.
All right, we're done.
Why did he
here.
do that? Why did he do that?
I needed it. We will see you guys next Friday for, typical shenanigans. And for all of you other degenerates, we'll see you in about 3 minutes. So see ya. Love you.
Thank you guys. Love you.
Bye.